Welcome to Midnights with the Lizard Wizard, a podcast where Yael Midnight and I, Noel Midnight, listen through the entire King Gizzard discography from start to finish. This week, we're listening to King Gizzard's 10th studio album, Murder of the Universe. Theme music recorded by Beautiful Trainwreck.
And we're back. Yael, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. We're here to record, and I love recording days.
I love recording days. Even better are recording days where we have a guest. We have with us today Sable. Sable, will you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Sable. I'm a video engineer. I work in the same industry as Noel, but we almost never really get to cross each other's paths. But it's exciting to be here. I've been a Giz fan for quite a while, and it's cool to actually come and talk about it.
Yeah, so let's talk about Murder of the Universe. To start out, I just want to know, Yael specifically, I want to know thumbs up or thumbs down?
Oh boy, it's gone back and forth so much over these last 2 weeks.
Thumbs complicated.
Thumbs complicated.
Sort of hand waggle.
my hand, you could say my thumb has been altered.
Damn.
I can't believe we have to restart the podcast already.
Let's be honest, you're never going to restart a podcast after it starts.
Dear God, no. Why would I do that?
Well, to make it easier on you for editing?
Nothing ever makes editing easier. So Murder of the Universe is this big, epic, progressive metal album, I
Yes,
guess?
I would definitely say this is prog rock to a T.
Prog rock to a T. Okay.
But is it prog rock or is it prog metal?
Okay, that's a good question.
Because Noel said prog metal and you said prog rock.
Okay, I'll amend my statement. I would say the first suite is definitely, or the first two suites are definitely prog rock, and I'd say the last one's probably more metal.
Okay.
I would say.
All right.
Okay.
But that's an important distinction to make here. This is almost 3 albums in one.
It's weird.
It's definitely 3 different-ish things, but they're on a theme.
I was going to say, yeah, I found ways in which they tie together.
Oh, so did I.
But I think most importantly to note as we go in is that in an interview with The Observer, Stu commented, "It's my favorite record we've ever made, I think."
Really? I think.
Which is such a fucking wild claim.
Is that a claim he made right when they released it, or is that a claim that they made like 2 weeks ago?
This is a claim that he made right after they released Murder, while there were still other albums known to be coming down the pipeline in 2017.
Okay, so as of the release of this album, it was his favorite. Yet it's certainly the most that they've done
It's
at this point.
I'm not sure if this is the most that they've done. Coming off of Banana and Nonagon, like, Nonagon was so fucking ambitious.
Nonagon was so fucking ambitious.
And then Banana was, again,
Also differently really ambitious.
and now we have Murder.
So I'm picking up a vibe off of you. Tell me, Noel, thumbs up or thumbs down?
I will say one, not reluctant, but like, not enthusiastic thumbs up.
Okay. And Sable, this is one of your favorite albums of all time?
Favorite Giz album for sure.
Okay.
Well, let's say second favorite Giz album.
Oh, what's the favorite
okay.
then?
Infest the Rat's.
Oh, okay.
I know that Noel is really looking forward to that one, and I guess I'll say cautiously optimistic.
It's a major departure.
As regular listeners know, I am not the biggest metal person,
That's fair.
and we'll get to it, but I feel like that's really at odds with at least one of my major opinions about this record.
And before we get started going through track by track, I just want to read one more clip from that interview that Stu did with The Observer, where he is asked, "At the end of Banana, we're flying through a world of radiation, and this sort of clean air apocalypse seems poised to go down at the end of that record. Then Murder of the Universe begins, and the apocalypse has arrived. We're present with it. Is there a story happening? A narrative connecting the two? Of course, yeah."
Okay, well, this really does suggest that your reading of nuclear fusion
Was the correct one, bitches!
All right, big L for Yael. Big L for Yael.
I'm so excited that this actually worked out and that I was right for once. Sable, on the last episode, we were talking about nuclear fusion and we both read the song very differently.
Really?
I was like, okay, so yeah, actually, what were you like? What was your interpretation of nuclear fusion?
Like, we're all in this together. Hey, we're all fucking Stardust, and we need to band together, and we're all for one and one for all.
That was not my read of it either.
And yeah, I
But I like that. It's optimistic.
blame you, I guess, in retrospect.
Whereas my read was a bunch of body parts being fused together while they scream, "We're essentially one being!"
That's a much more specific read, and I didn't get that at all.
So Sable, your read is an unspecified third thing.
Yeah,
yeah.
secret third thing.
I love a
Secret
third
third
thing.
thing.
Secret third thing. So we start with part one, the tale of the altered beast. And I'm just going to go ahead and say what we are all thinking. This is the worst of the three suites.
Yeah. But it's
I honestly can make a claim that all three of them are the worst of the three.
Oh, I cannot wait for you to make that claim.
All right, quick rundown of my claim. Altered Beast is the most repetitive.
yeah.
Lord of Lightning is the most forgettable. And Hantayumi is the most disgusting.
Yeah, that's a good read.
Yeah, that's not bad. I wouldn't call Lord of Lightning forgettable so much as derivative.
Yeah, derivative for sure. I mean,
I just want to listen to Nonagon again.
okay.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
I know we're going to get there.
But
Just let me listen to fucking Nonagon. Nonagon is so fucking good.
just think of this as an extension of Nonagon. Not to
No,
spoil
no,
it. Not to
no.
spoil it.
Nonagon doesn't need an extension. It's a whole fucking circle. You know what happens when you extend a circle? It forms a fucking oval. And
It's
are
not-
ovals as good, Sable? Are ovals as good as circles?
I mean,
Egg
neither of
shapes
them are
better than
hexagons. They're not hexagons. And as we all know, hexagons are the bestagons. So
Actually, I guess Nonagon is a Nonagon.
nonagon
yeah.
is a nonagon. It's not really a circle.
No, I was gonna say. Speaking of derivative, with especially with Lord of Lightning, it reminded me a lot of like classic prog rock, like specifically like Rainbow Stargazer or Black Blade from Blue Oyster Cult. Those two have very, very similar themes, and they both hit almost the exact same. So I kind of feel like they're.
This is where I
inspired
out
from that.
myself as a fake prog rock fan.
When have you ever claimed to be a prog rock fan?
That's fair. I don't think I've listened to anything that would be considered classic prog rock outside of what, Pink Floyd? Would that even count?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
Pink Floyd counts. Pink Floyd is one of like the five or six quintessential prog rock
Okay,
bands.
5 more. Let's go.
Yes, Genesis,
Oh, I have listened
King
to Genesis.
Crimson. Oh my God, it's
I'm outing you as the fake prog rock fan.
Well,
Let's go.
okay. Fine, and you know what? It is fake for me because I have claimed that in the past, but I didn't expect a fucking quiz.
No, because why would you? Why would you expect me to be hostile and contentious towards you on this podcast?
Before we move any further, we really
are
would
we moving forward? Is that a thing
not
that's
so
happened in
far
this
we're
episode?
not so far, but we really would be remiss if we didn't mention that this album is not just King Gizzard. We also it also features the narration of Leia Senior, Australian singer, songwriter, and folk musician.
And I listened to some of her music in anticipation of this record, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get this really cool like proggy metal bullshit so that it'll just like vibe in right perfect with this record. So yeah, that'll be great. And it wasn't.
We kind of have Leia Senior reading poetry over the first two suites out of the three.
And not just
on this
poetry,
record.
rhymed couplets.
Yep. Stu really likes rhymed couplets.
Which is weird because lyrically in previous albums, he has not gone super hard on rhymed couplets.
Oh, that's completely false.
really?
He goes hard on rhymed couplets all the time.
Name 5.
Fuck you. You know what? I'm gonna give you 2. I'm gonna give you 2, and you're gonna like it. Infinite Rise
Okay.
and Hot Water.
Okay, I barely remember Hot Water. That was so long ago.
Infinite Rise from, of course, Quarters, and Hot Water from I'm in Your Mind Fuzz are both mostly rhymed couplets.
Okay.
Short, terse couplets.
Short terse couplets.
Well, find a rhyme for it, and now you've got short, terse couplets as a rhymed couplet.
Short terse couplets. What rhymes with couplets? Let's talk about A New World. A New World opens with a bit of a synth-driven, almost Mellotron-y soundscape.
Ooh,
And
yes,
synths
soundscape for
are not necessarily new to King Gizzard at this point, but certainly they haven't been as prominent as what we're getting on this record.
Yeah, we got a lot of synths.
Ambi is finally earning that paycheck.
And the synths, when they appear, are really, really stand out. They separate the album, I think, into two parts. The parts with the synths and the parts with the guitars.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
And in a lot of the music that we get on this album, each sort of suite starts and ends kind of synthy and is mostly guitar driven in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like the synth parts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. For you, that makes sense.
It's cinematic. This entire record has a kind of sci-fi feel that those synths create.
Mm-hmm.
And we enter we enter a new world. It's synthy, it's ambient. We've got mushroom clouds. And so this is like this post-apocalyptic wasteland with our altered beast coming at us,
We'll say real
altered
quick.
by radiation.
The soundscape at the beginning of this is incredible. Like it's the way they layer it over. It just sounds like almost like the first sound we get sounds like a croak, like a frog croaking. Then you get somewhat of an alien foresty sound. You get like crickets through the synth. You get bird calls through it. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's so good. And then we get this really cool bass synth that comes in and really kicks us off. It teases the Altered Beast riff before the guitar comes in. We get this giant, really nice, smooth build as the poem is being read.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. I hear this and I'm ready to be transported. I'm so ready for this new sound that we're about to get.
Yeah, and at this point, I just wrote in my notes, this is really dialing in to be a metal record. And I'm jazzed about that.
No, jazz is the next record.
Oh, is it?
We've got a sort of jazz fusion-y one up next.
Okay.
You know what's weird? Female voice. Female vocals. The last time that the band tried to do a female vocal, they just had Ambi do it, and I don't even think they pitched it up.
No, they didn't. It was just Ambi singing falsetto, which is beautiful and wonderful. And you know what? I'm going to go on record and say that Ambi should have done all the narration on this record in falsetto, and I think that would have been really cool and fun, and definitely wouldn't have changed the entire tone of the whole project.
But it is odd. This is record
that's
number.
another record.
This is. Boo. Okay, now that's a taste of my own medicine, and
It is.
I don't like it. Turnabout is not fair play.
Oh, yeah.
This is record number 10, and this is our second time with a guest on a record. The first time being
Mind Fuzz.
who was the guest on Mind Fuzz?
Liz.
Oh no, not the guest on our show. The guest on the fucking record.
Oh, in that case, you're thinking about Eyes Like the Sky.
I am. I'm thinking about Broderick fucking Smith
Rest in
doing
peace.
narration on Eyes Like the Sky.
Yes.
No, our good friend Liz did not do the narration on Murder of the Universe.
Or on Mind Fuzz.
Or on Mind Fuzz.
But that is an interesting point, which is that we've had guest artists twice now, and both times they've done narration, which leads me to conclude that our next record, which features Mild High Club on every single track, must be a fully narrative-driven album.
It's all just spoken word poetry, nothing else.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
Well,
looking
we've
forward to it. It'll
just
be a nice
got-
slam.
So we've just got Shatner to
Yes.
to guest on a future record. You heard it here first, folks. Wow, that is harder to say than I thought it would be.
You heard it here first, folks.
You heard it here first, folks. Shatner is going to be the guest star on whatever albums they're releasing in 2026.
If that happens, Stu, by proxy, you are canceled.
Got it in early.
Because fuck Shatner.
I do want to hear a Giz cover of Common People now, though.
Yeah, no, that would fucking rock.
That'd be amazing.
That'd be cool.
Ooh, Giz covers album when?
Yeah.
We could get Giz to do their own version of Damage Inc.
Yeah.
I think that could be fun.
It'd be really fun.
Just a good back to the roots, only stealing from classic stuff covers album.
I like it. We should do that. They should do that.
I mean, there's
Yeah,
so
it would
much.
just be OC songs.
Okay, so Altered Beast 1.
Altered Beast 1, yeah. My first note here. This is a metal album for sure. And I'm definitely not going to eat those words.
No, you're not going to eat those words. All right. So, metal album, because we've got, what do we have?
We've got the cool ambient synths.
Okay.
We've got this really big build.
Okay.
We have the narration. Like, narration is such a thing in prog metal.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we've got the imagery. The imagery of nuclear fallout, nuclear waste.
Okay,
Like,
so all of that was in A New World, and not one of those things was
but
in
it all
Altered
builds
Beast 1.
into Altered Beast 1, where all of a sudden we have the half-man, half-bear beast seen in the dreams. And you've got this giant, like, fantasy imagery.
Yeah, but all of the synths have cut out, and now we're just with guitars. All the narration is cut out from most of Altered Beast 1. We've got Stu singing.
Yeah, this
the
goes
band
back to
singing.
feeling like Giz again. All
Yeah,
of a sudden,
this is the return to
turn to form.
to Giz. I mean, it's hard to say that there is form for Giz.
Well, yeah. There's
But
there's certain
there's
Nonagon, certain leitmotifs that just through line through everything. I mean, that's
absolutely. So
Okay, so you want to know what's metal about it?
yeah.
The giant meteoric beat that we get right away?
So Krautrock is metal now.
Krautrock is metal now. Okay, the next thing that we get is he goes, I think I see an altar beast by the tree, and what follows that?
Take
No,
a
a
peek.
woo.
a woo. Gotta have the woo.
The woo, metal as fucking hell. And then it goes into the...
Okay.
But the woo's on everything.
The woo's on fucking everything.
It's the butter on the bread of Giz.
The woo is what makes it Giz, not what makes it metal.
The woo contributes to metal.
So are you saying that if I go back to fucking Quarters and find a woo, that makes Quarters metal?
Fusion.
Metal fusion. Welding.
If I go back to Eyes Like the Sky and I find a woo for you?
I don't think Broderick Smith was that big on woos.
That's true. I don't think there are actually any woos on Eyes Like the Sky. It might be the one wooless album.
I did make a note in Altered Beast 1. I do not think Yael will immediately like this.
I mean, you were right. I didn't immediately like it.
Can I ask, at what point in listening to this did you start to go from, I don't like this, to, okay, I see the vision?
Oh, A New World. I mean, the first track.
Oh, really? You saw the vision right away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and in fact, on first listen, the Altered Beast suite was probably my favorite.
Okay.
And
Is it because it does the rattlesnake thing where it's simple and repetitive and that's what draws you in?
no, I was ready. I was trying to listen in a position where I could be there to like it, and it worked at first because I was just sort of putting myself in the world.
Okay.
And that didn't work once we got to Altered Beast 2. Altered Beast 2 kind of took me out of it.
Really?
Altered Beast 2 is perhaps my least favorite track on the album.
So let's finish up Altered Beast 1 real quick and just go, yeah, it's really cool. And they set up the story. And the story at this point is that the Altered Beast comes as you look at him and he looks at you. You freeze in your steps as he comes closer and you realize you're alone.
Yeah, see, that's cool.
That's metal as fuck.
That's fucking cool.
And I will say, like in my notes, I've got the tease up the dynamic that ties the whole suite together. Drums setting the foundation, wailing guitars bridging the sections together, repetitious synth and rhythm guitar sections highlighting the differences in the perspectives of our two main characters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's a dynamic between the both of them.
Absolutely. I love having the Altered Beast songs broken up by the Alter Me songs. A part of you wants to be altered too. Yeah, like I know some werewolf girls.
Yeah, of course.
Like, yeah, no, this fucking tracks.
Yeah.
And I love having this dialectic between the beast and the me. Now, one thing that I kind of wish that they did better about it really seemed like they were setting up and then it just didn't, is I really thought that Leia Sr. was going to play one of the roles and the band was going to play the other.
Yeah, it has that
That'll
feeling
be
at
cool.
first, and it sort of falls apart.
They just don't do that, right? So Senior starts out as the narrator, but then kind of the band becomes the me, and she becomes the beast, but then it just doesn't stick to that at all. And the band and Leia Senior both end up taking on all three roles of narrator, beast, and me. And I can't help but feel like it would have been cooler
To have that separation.
to have characters and make it more of a rock opera.
Oh yeah. No, and like I even noted that in Altered Beast too. There's in the first 3 lines of Leia's first verse. Thank you. She changes perspective. She goes from being the narrator directly to being the beast in the same breath, and it's confusing.
Right.
A little bit.
It throws me a little bit, and I think I think often on this album it's little things like that keep this album for me from reaching the heights of a Nonagon.
That is completely fair, I think. This album certainly requires more investment from the listener. And it seems to be asking you to show up with the lyric sheet in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely want to be paying attention to the story.
But do you, though?
Okay, so there's a little bit of background from my experience with this album.
Yeah.
Please.
So my job before the pandemic required a lot of driving across the country with AV equipment. So I'd have really long hauls in a van by myself, and I would long haul it. I would do like 15, 16-hour days.
Hell yeah.
And I would almost exclusively listen to this album at about hour 15 when I'm losing my fucking mind, just driving in the middle of the night on the road, and I'd put this on, and it would not only wake me back up, but it'd also be kind of like a time sink, especially in the first suite, because it all blends together if you don't really listen to it very deeply.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
But I also have a bit of a auditory processing issue where I don't understand lyrics very well.
Okay.
If there's if the lyrics don't cut above everything like Leah's narration does, it's all gibberish to me.
Sure.
So for most of the time you listening to this, I haven't had no clue what was going on except in the narration.
Okay, see, that's really interesting, and I absolutely think that the best way to listen to this album is when you're delirious from a 15-hour drive.
It's beautiful in that moment.
I will say, I enjoyed this album more while I was stoned than I ever did while I was sober.
Yeah.
This is definitely a record for when you are not paying full attention once you've grasped the idea.
Yeah, you need to have some sense of what's going on, but you don't need to have 100% of a sense of what's going on, because some of the lyrics they're not very good, even if the overall is awesome.
Yeah.
Because the overall of, oh shit, there's this terrifying thing and I also kind of want to become it, that's a really natural instinct that could be explored in really, really great ways in music that sounds pretty similar to this.
Yeah.
And it would be every trans girl's fucking favorite thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I have in my notes it's extremely horny.
It's extremely horny and it's extremely trans, and
I'll be honest with you. In my entire listening to this record, the word horny never entered my mind once.
I mean, the first suite, you got transformation, you got corruption, body melding, fear, intrigue. It's all sorts.
Absolutely. No, the Altered Beast suite is about as you even like body horror as a horny thing. I know you.
I'm just confused as to how I never saw it.
Yeah, I'm also confused as to how you never saw it, because like I could imagine that somebody could listen to our show and not have seen that, not have grokked that. But also, I wouldn't expect them to have an experience like you, who I know likes body horror in that kind of horny way. You're a bit of a monster fucker.
Not a bit of. I am. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a monster fucker. This is a monster fucking music.
Why do you think I married you?
Hell yeah. Like, awesome. Shit. That's one of the nicest things you've ever said about me.
Alter Me 1. We get the lyric, a part of you wants to be altered too, followed by Altered Beast, Alter Me. So that's where we are in the song now, is we're at the point already where you've seen the beast and you've immediately gone, yup, that's what I want.
And you didn't think that was at least a little bit horny? You see it now.
And if you don't
At
see
least
it
you're
then,
seeing it now.
you'll see. Like, how'd you not see it in Altered Beast 2?
Tell me about
Okay,
Altered Beast 2.
I'll tell you why I don't see it in Altered Beast 2. I'll pull you apart like a butcher pulls pork.
Great fucking
Great
lyric.
fucking
I
line.
hate that line so
No,
much.
that's so
Best
good.
lyric on the record.
Disagree.
That's like,
oh my god, I hate that line.
The first time I heard that lyric, I was like, "Yep, I'm here. I'm here for it. This is what we're doing."
That's
now.
the line that took me out of the. Oh my god. Okay, I cannot stand the knife in one hand, the fork in the other, or the not hands. My right hand is a fork,
My
and
left hand is a knife, and my right is a fork. I will pull you apart like a butcher pulls pork.
yeah, that's the line. Oh my god! Every time I hear that line, every single time I hear that line, I roll my eyes.
Really?
Really.
It goes so hard.
It goes
I
so
wish
hard.
it
I like
went hard.
everything in the song that she
I'm
says is so good.
I'm beginning to grok why you don't like metal.
Tell me why I don't like metal.
It's all distilled in you not liking that lyric.
Okay, explain it for me. What do I need to do differently? How do I need to change?
Metal is about the visceral. It's about like
That's not visceral. I like the visceral. That's not visceral. That's just
It's
a bad analogy.
a continuation of the metaphor before it. I am the golden wolf and you are the caribou.
Yeah, that was my second least favorite lyric on the album.
really
Okay, how about
wild.
we've crossed the foe with the weapons and the heavy cargo. I am the saber, the catapult, and the bat, the top of the food chain in my habitat. It's
Yeah,
so-
that one's better.
but it's the continuation of that metaphor.
I mean, even the caribou one was fine. I really don't like the butcher line. It takes me away from thinking about it as a visceral predator prey thing and puts me in a supermarket butchery section. Like
See-
it reduces the intensity for me. It makes
Okay,
it
I get what you're
seem
saying now.
See,
more. It makes it seem more practiced. It makes it seem more like
Well,
I don't know. It seems less raw and visceral and upsetting. It's just like, okay, yeah, there's a guy and his job is to pull apart pork, and that's
Well,
just not that cool.
I would say that for the beast, this is just a normal day. It probably does just do this all the time.
Yeah, but I don't
The-
want to
the-
be thinking about being in a supermarket.
The image it conjures for me is more of, okay, I'm going to pull you apart like a butcher pulls pork, which means I am going to viciously stab my claws into you and just start ripping.
Yeah,
And it'll be
I
easy.
get that that's what it's supposed to do, and it
that's
would
what
be
it gets
so
for
much
me.
cooler if it actually got that from me. But Butcher Pulls Pork is just one of the like that's just it's just not cool. It's not raw and visceral.
This is the biggest disagreement we have ever had on this show.
It's just not like you're like, okay, you don't like the really visceral imagery. I'm like, no, I want that imagery to be more visceral. I don't think it's visceral.
So the first time I was listening to Altered Beast 2, I made a note of, I don't know if I like this yet. It's very disjointed and chaotic. And I stand by the second half of that. It is disjointed and chaotic.
Oh, yeah.
And I understand why I didn't like it on the first listen. I think that especially as I've watched it live, I've come to appreciate how it all melds together and how it like is a coherent like suite where it's performable. Because that was one of my big issues going into this record was with all the narration, how the fuck are they ever going to perform this?
I like it a lot as a live version. I like these a lot more live, I think, than I do on the record.
Hard agree.
And that's not because I think that the narration is bad. I actually really don't mind the narration except for the pulled pork line, which, again, it just, the way that it's delivered, like if it was, I'll pull you apart like a butcher pulls pork.
No, it's just very flat. But
I disagree.
I like that.
Like, I don't know, but I don't know, something about the way she delivers it. It makes it sound less like a threat. And I'm going to move off of this line because I'm clearly not getting anywhere. And I don't want to stop y'all from enjoying a thing that you like.
Oh, trust me, you can't stop me from enjoying that line.
Yeah, that's
which
pretty
good. That's good. I'm so glad.
I've never seen the live version of this.
Oh, there's some really cool live versions of this. They did it at KEXP.
Did they?
Yeah, at the Gathering Space, and it's fucking awesome. And there isn't any narration except for Han Tayumi.
Really?
And it's it seems like most of the time that they perform it, the only narration for any of this album is the TTS software.
But they have performed it live with Leia Signor's narration in the past. There is video of that as recent as, I want to say, 2023.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to seeing that.
I am very much looking forward to seeing that.
So, I don't know, that seems weird to me that they wouldn't have the narration. Like, okay, so one of my favorite bands is the Protomen. And
oh, yeah.
During their live shows, they do narration all the time. Like, the first album just has a bunch of it.
Right, because the gimmick of the Protomen is that they're telling the story of Mega Man, and it's very narrative driven.
Mm-hmm. But live, it works perfectly. And depending on what's happening in the story, Raul can get very passionate about it through the narration, and it really helps drive the feeling in the live concerts.
Yeah.
Also, something to note with them, there are certain parts in each song where robots are fighting, and during the live shows, that's when you mosh.
Fantastic.
It's so fun.
As it should be.
I love the Protomen. But anyway.
In Altered Beast 2, we get those perspective changes where it shifts from being I am an altered beast to Altered Beast alter me, where we're hearing that back and forth as the two play with each other. And it really does feel like they are playing with each other. It feels like a predator playing with its food.
Exactly.
Mostly, yeah. If except for the disagreement we already have, I agree. Except for that disagreement we already have, I agree. Tell me, would you honestly dare to face up next to me? That moment, awesome. That moment, really cool.
The instrumentation there, really fucking cool.
Yeah, really cool. It's the band going into, I think it's their turn to be the beast, and it gives us a break from the same riffs that at this point
because this is
are
shinier
already
and sparklier.
At this point the main riff has already been pretty well ingrained, and so now we're moving into something a little bit new, and the instrumental interludes get really heavier and higher energy, and I like it when we've got those instrumentals. We get towards the end of Altered Beast 2, the guitars have this really awesome ascending line with these background vocals doing like a choral wow, that did not.
I'll fix it in post.
No, you won't.
I'll melodyne you.
No, you won't. No, you fucking won't.
I melodyne
Choral
you on Flying
Oz.
Microtonal Banana.
It's Choral Oz.
That's right. You haven't heard that episode yet.
I'm sorry, you did what?
I definitely used Melodyne and Grelion on your voice in the Flying Microtonal Banana episode multiple times.
I'm sorry, you did what? I'm sorry, you did what?
That's neither here nor there.
I don't even remember singing during that. I'm sure I did because I do all the time.
Every time one of us said nuclear fusion, I pitched it down.
Okay, that's actually really fucking funny. That's so good. Okay, I should listen to my own show.
You really shouldn't. There's nothing there for you.
Well, except for that, apparently. The rest of you should go and listen to Flying Microtonal Banana if you haven't already.
The Beast has the lyric, I want to seize your brain. I'd like to put it in my head, which is the first, really big statement of intent that we've gotten from the Beast. It's the first time we've heard the Beast say, this is exactly what we're about to do.
You're going to meld together to become one.
Yeah, it's going to be some nuclear fusion. Sorry, it's going to be nuclear fusion. Sorry, I'm not Joey.
You're not Joey.
I'm not Joey. Joey has the juice. I don't have the juice.
No, you just have this Jew.
There's some really cool harmonica work in Altered Beast 2.
Yep.
Which
Yup.
kind of surprised me. I wasn't expecting the harmonica to come through really strong on this record.
I really enjoyed it. I was not surprised by it because we've gotten harmonica on everything so far that they've put out.
Sure.
But I'm so glad it was there. I think it would have been a worse record without the harmonica, as I think has always been the case. And I know that not all of their records in the future have harmonica on them. And I will be so sad when we get to the first album that is fully harmonicaless.
I think Ambi keeps challenging me to reinvent what I think about the harmonica as an instrument.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you had asked me to look at any of these metal songs, and I'm calling them metal songs, if you'd asked me to look at any of these and go, okay, can you imagine if we threw a harmonica into the mix? I would have told you that you were fucking insane. And yet,
It works everywhere.
Yeah, it works. It works so well.
it's cool. I bet that was a delight to mix. I'm sure that figuring out how to mix all that was genuinely fun and probably pretty challenging.
Well,
There's a lot of sonic space on this record, and it is all being taken up.
there was a point where this band was doing very lo-fi shit, very garagey lo-fi shit, and that time is long in the past.
However, we are still recording to tape,
Yep.
which is cool. I like that. Alter Me Too?
Alter Me Too.
So, Alter Me Too. Before reading any interviews or anything about this record, I just listened to it straight through. And on that listen, I did make the note, wait, is this what nuclear fusion was about? I also made the comment, I bet Yael's more on board by this point.
Which is weird because, again, I fell off a little bit at Altered Beast 2. So you have it backwards.
I have no sense of what you would like or not like at all.
That's okay, because I had no idea what you thought about this record at any time, and I'm still learning as we're recording this what you think about this record.
Yeah, because I have thoughts and they're complicated.
Yeah. They're altered.
I
I already made that joke. I can't make that joke again.
You can't keep making that joke.
Watch me. You're canceled.
There's a section in Alter Me 2 where it kind of everything cuts out except for the bass, and we got the bass doing this really cool solo in kind of like a restrained tone. Like, it's not super gritty, it's not grimy, it's not driving super hard. It's this nice round bass tone. I don't know if it's a bass guitar or a bass synth, because either one is possible on this record, but it's really cool, and we get to see that. And that's all I have to say about this song. Like, nothing else about this song really stood out to me.
I mean, the Alter Me's are transitional songs. They
interludes.
serve as chapter breaks. The story is told in the Altered Beasts, and the Alter Me's are little breaths.
Yeah. I have it written down that they're more or less musical interludes between the pieces.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I just wish I had more to comment on about the music.
I mean, for this one, it's almost identical to Alter Me 1.
Yeah.
But just fine. It changes a little bit in 3, but for 2, there's not really much to talk about.
Yeah. Now, Altered Beast 3, this is where they brought me back.
Altered Beast 3,
Love this one.
there's so much organ at this point.
There's so much organ, and I love an organ. There's so much synthy shit going on here.
Now, people who know me and have seen my recording process know that there is nothing I love more than layering in a mellotron. I love a mellotron, and so I loved the beginning of this record. However, there is one instrument that Yael likes as much as I like mellotron, and that's organ. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah.
So really, it's a record for the both of us.
Uh-huh.
It's two great tastes that taste great together.
Except here's the thing. I don't really love peanut butter all that much.
I don't remember saying anything about peanut butter.
Two great tastes that taste great together.
Yeah, double and mint.
Is that not chocolate and peanut butter for Reese's?
Is it not double mint gum?
No, it's Reese's.
Fuck.
But I like where you're going with that. You got chocolate in my peanut butter. You got peanut butter in my chocolate.
Yeah.
And we'll be right back. There's a really cool section in Alter Beast 3 where they layer their vocals on top of each other. There's one vocal going nine white teeth, while underneath it. Wait, how exactly does that get structured?
9 white teeth.
One section's going faster than the other.
Yeah, I don't really know how to do it on these microphones without the rest of it playing in the background.
But it's this really cool layered vocal where they've got the 9 white teeth, my gums bequeathed section, and they're just layering that on top of each other. And it's really cool, and it's something we haven't really seen before from the band.
No, in fact, you know what it reminded me most of? It reminded me most of a particular line from Rocky Horror Picture Show. The way that the vocals were layered on top of each other as background vocals, as group background vocals, reminded me of a part of, which song from Rocky Horror was it? I meant to go back and find it to put in my notes, and I of course completely forgot.
We only have 2 weeks in between episodes. We can't possibly do everything that we wanted to.
I could have done this.
No, it would have taken longer than 2 weeks. I'm sure of it.
It would have taken longer than 2 weeks to watch Rocky Horror once.
It only plays at the cinema once a month.
That's true.
You really got to time it right.
It's true. I think it plays tonight.
Really?
Is today Saturday?
Yeah.
First Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah, it plays tonight.
Oh, wow.
So it makes sense. You couldn't just see it in Rocky Horror.
That's right.
There was no possible way to watch it outside
No
of the
possible
cinema.
way. If you're
You
going to see
can't.
Rocky Horror, it has to be at night in the cinema with things to throw at the screen.
Yeah, with the
I'm
shadow
sorry,
cast.
to throw up and back.
So I have a question for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about fucking doom metal?
Love doom metal.
Because Altered Beast 3 gives us some actual fucking doom metal, which is exceedingly cool. I was not expecting that the first time we came through. I had gotten comfortable. I had settled in. I had gone, okay, I get the idea. I know what we're doing now. And then all of a sudden, it's big and it's heavy and it's slowed way the fuck down.
So that's when it gets real sludgy and I see you.
That's it, yes.
I can see right through.
But
See, I'm going to pitch that up by 2 octaves.
Just to be a dick.
Just to be a dick.
this song also has one of my favorite musical stings in the whole album, and it keeps happening between verses, and that's when the music grinds to a fucking halt. You get this loud guitar screech that sounds like an alarm, and it picks back up with the drums, like really heavy, really fast, and goes right back into it. It's so good.
Yeah.
Altered
love
Beast
that.
3, fucking rips. Big fan.
Yeah, it's a great song. It's one of the best on the record, in my opinion. It's maybe my second favorite. No, wait, let me think about that. Third favorite track on the album.
I think it's my third favorite track on the album and my favorite track on this suite.
Yeah,
Definitely
I would
my
agree with
favorite
you.
track on the suite.
I think that my first favorite song on this record is not going to be controversial, but I bet the second one is going to be a surprise.
I don't think it will. I think I understand exactly where you're gonna go,
Yeah?
and I don't want to say it out loud.
No, you
Because
gotta say it now because otherwise you'll forget by the time we get there.
Is your second favorite track Vomit Coffin?
No.
Is that your first?
No.
Oh,
No. My second
Third?
favorite track is The Floating Fire.
what's your first favorite then?
Digital Black.
Okay, yeah.
Digital Black
Weird,
fucking
'cause
rips.
my favorite track was Some Context.
I wonder why.
But we'll get there. Before we get there, though, we now have to take a break and introduce a new segment, and we're calling that segment Yael's Vocabulary Corner. Because we've moved on to Alter Me 3, which includes the fucking lyric. Give me just a second. I'm going to cut
No,
this so
wait.
it looks cooler.
Unfortunately,
No more consternation. No longer insalubrious.
I had to look that up.
It's time for Yael's Vocabulary Corner.
Insalubrious, not conducive to health or unwholesome.
So they're saying that the beast is no longer unwholesome for the person because it has already dug into their nucleus.
Yes.
Yeah.
The human has nothing else to worry about. They don't have to worry about bleeding out on the ground like they were in the first song. They're not worried about. They're not anxious about it. They are now part of the beast.
They're
and
altered.
Now they're one.
Yeah, they're altered.
Okay.
Real quick
Yes.
though. Yes. I did have a couple more notes on Alter Beast 3.
Okay, let's go back to Alter Beast.
Sorry,
3.
I don't mean
No,
to
please,
derail it.
please.
This is how every episode goes.
Okay.
Keep us honest. Noelle tries to keep it moving, and then I slow us way the fuck down.
Listen, I'm just trying to be out of here before Les Mis ends across the street.
Oh.
That's a reference to Hamilton, where Lin-Manuel was concerned about the runtime of Hamilton, and he said to his crew that he wanted to cut down the show because he wanted to get out before Les Mis across the street ended.
Okay, do you think that reference made it easier to get out early?
Anyway, your extra thoughts.
So a little bit of tinfoil hat time with this one.
I love
Yes,
a TFH.
I mean, there's nothing that this album loves more than opportunities for tinfoil hats.
Exactly. This is my first real deep dive into it. Well, not really deep, but there's not really much depth to it, but I'm going to mention it. How many teeth are being grown in this human?
9 white.
9.
9 white teeth.
9. Nonagon.
9. Nonagon?
Okay.
Yes.
There's our first reference to Nonagon. And there's 2 lines, one specifically right after they say, "I see angels weep." In the very, very far back of the track, you get a little bit of what sounds like someone saying Gamma. It's very quiet. It's hard to hear. It sounds like one of the wizards from Gamma Knife saying Gamma.
Are you fucking shitting me?
No. It's like, it happens like that.
Yeah, I never caught that. That is fascinating. Because there are so many references that are really explicit on this record.
Oh, yeah.
And some that are middle explicit. That one completely passed me by.
It really is a blink and you miss it sort of thing. And I had to
See-
re-listen to it a few times to say, that sounds like he's saying Gamma.
Am I sure that that's there? Am I sure that yeah, that's there? Kind of thing.
That's wild. And now I must listen again. I thought I was done with this record forever. I thought I was never going to have to listen to this again. I thought I was finally fucking free.
Did you want to be free?
I never want to be free.
You want to be altered?
No. I just want to be kept in a little cage where I'm safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a trans girl, you know.
That makes sense.
Where were we?
That's all. That's my finishing notes for
Alter Me
Beast.
3. Let's
Yeah.
Alter Me 3. Something I noticed in this track is that we finally have a vocal synth.
Yes,
Yes.
that was my first note on this. It's, this vocal synth, our first time we hear it, it's really different from the other Alter Me section.
Very sinister.
And I'll say this about vocal synths. I have played with them a lot. I really like vocal synths in theory. I have never once created a track where I've gone, you know what actually works here? It's the vocal synth. That's
They're
adding
so
to
hard,
this.
they are hard to use.
They're so fucking hard to use.
But gotta say, they do it really well here. And I mean, this Alter Me makes sense that it's different from the others because Me has already been altered.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's honestly odd that it's still called Alter Me, but it
should be
makes sense
called
that it's
Altered
different.
Me.
I like
You're
to-
right.
Yeah, it should be Altered Me 1.
I like to think it's we're in the mind of the human as he's being transformed. He's just stuck in a loop mentally. He's like, oh, I need to be altered, but because he's already going through it. He's delirious. He's falling apart. But he's also coming together with the beast. I even noted as a more subdued drum section, it's superseded by very dizzy synth flares, calling back to the first song. It's reminiscent of the initial soundscape, except it feels off.
Yeah.
Like he's losing track of where he is.
Absolutely. I keep making this joke, and I'm going to make it at least one more time.
Please.
Even the riffs, even the things that we're already used to that they've been repeating over and over again have been
Altered.
This time you all made the joke for me.
If I had like one of those little confetti poppers, I would have popped it right then.
I mean, it was just Purim. I should have gotten a grogger.
Alter Me 3, towards the end, has a huge, brief instrumental that I fucking love. And the harmonica drives it, and it's really big, and it closes out the song, and you finally feel like the suite has realized itself. And has,
We're building to a climax. The altered beast, like the all one note, altered beast, alter me. Like it's oh god, it's really building up to something big. We're about to get our climax.
And that climax comes in Altered Beast 4. Because you're the beast now, and you're fucking cruel.
Yeah.
Did you not like Altered Beast 4?
I think that it did a terrible job of actually capitalizing on the climax. I think that instead of having this great bit of heightened energy explode in this like orgiastic, maniacal, flesh-rending
Orgiastic maniacal flesh rending is such a great phrase.
Oh yeah.
You're welcome. And instead we go back to the same riff we've had. And I understand that now the me is the beast, and so we get the same things, but we built up to this great moment, and
And it's this huge build too.
it's this huge build, and then it doesn't feel like it pays off.
The way that I viewed it was we get this giant build, right? And it's big, and it's going, and it's going, and it's going. And then Leia Senior.
And then it needs to build again, and that's my problem with Altered Beast 4, and kind of my problem with the Altered Beast suite as a whole. Is it builds up to this big, massive ending, and then it drops back and it starts again.
So this
and
is
I understand thematically why it does that.
Right.
I get why they choose it, but I'm so like, as a listener, I'm ready to experience this climactic moment, and it's torn away from me, and it has to build again and go into life death.
See,
And-
this is
and
my problem.
Altered Beast 4 on its own is good, and it makes so much sense why it is the way it is in the context of the story, and I hate it so much.
See, I think it's better for it.
I want that climax.
What you are
You're
describing,
denied it. That's the
I
thing.
know,
It's on purpose.
I get it, but I'm not into fucking chastity.
What you're describing is exactly what I hate about worship music. Because you get the band and they're all revved up and they're playing and they get to this huge climax, and instead of getting to realize the climax, the pastor comes out and goes, "Let's pray."
I mean, to be fair, they are into chastity.
And we're moving on.
So it starts out really prog rocky.
Yeah.
There's really heavy synth organs here.
Yeah.
But it changes up right around the time that the theme starts to change, when the beast realizes that those things aren't all they're cracked up to be. And you almost get a little bit of speed metal in there. Like a little bit of psychobilly, like Reverend Horton Heat, Mr. Bungle,
Yeah, I hear that.
just out of nowhere. And very short, very short.
There's a lot of like palm muted arpeggios in this song, which I think drive it really nicely, and like you feel the motor of the song going again. I don't want to call it motoric at this point,
No.
because it's definitely not pulling from krautrock. It's pulling from, like you said, more of those extreme metal influences, and it's cool. And I don't have anything else to say about it.
Yeah, it all works. Like this entire suite works together so well to tell its story. I just don't want to listen to it all that much.
Oof.
I love listening to it just for the instrumentation.
Yeah, if I turn up the volume really high and I just let myself get a little out of it and then a little into it.
Yeah. Like white knuckle on a steering wheel driving through the Cascades.
Yeah, absolutely.
15 hours
Right.
into-
No, the way that you listen to this album makes complete sense to me. Fully on board with it.
Yeah.
And you know, the next time I'm on a long haul drive, this one's going on the list.
Sure,
Absolutely. And don't get me wrong, Altered Beast, God, I am so
You
I am just
don't
off,
have the melody today.
I'm off it today. But that melody has been playing in my head nonstop for 2 weeks, right? It's repetitive and it gets in your head, and you kind of want to hum along, although again, do not have it today. Clearly something is wrong with my voice today.
I really like the chorus and the post-chorus in this song. The I don't feel heinous, I don't feel no pain, I don't feel nothing, I don't feel anything. Like this big like rejoicing of finally being numb to the goddamn world.
Is that a rejoicing moment? I don't think so.
First it's rejoicing, and then it becomes more of a realization.
Yeah,
There's like nothing
he
here.
wants to be able to enjoy being the powerful one.
Sure. So like,
And
after,
then he doesn't get to enjoy it. He doesn't get to be, mouth-watering, salivating over the flesh of the
Sure.
victims because
it's
there's nothing anymore.
It is celebratory. The after verse 2.
Yeah.
But after the chorus and post chorus come in, then there's the next narrated section where she reads off, but the longer you live and the longer you kill, there's a void that gets harder and harder to fill. And that's where the song starts to turn.
Yes.
That's where it starts to go from, okay, this is something to rejoice and celebrate about, to, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
There's a hole where my heart used to be.
I mean, that's the point where you've reached the end of the cul-de-sac.
Yeah. Which is, that lyric never holds up for me. Like, it sounds
Yeah.
really good, but it's like, couldn't I think of anything else to put
See,
there?
that's my issue with the pork line.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, I'm not, it could be better.
My favorite thing about the cul-de-sac lyric is that if you go to Genius, there's an annotation on there to explain what a cul-de-sac is. Which is, do they have those in Australia?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably in
very,
spades.
very much so.
Yeah.
Is Australian pretty suburban?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although the word suburb means something different there, but that's a whole different story.
What would it possibly mean if not the suburbs?
A suburb is just any like small local government area. Downtown Sydney has multiple suburbs. Like
Neighborhoods.
it's a suburb is just a neighborhood in Australia.
Fuck off.
It's more genericized, I guess.
Yeah.
That is completely
Like
upside
the
down.
central business district is called a suburb in Australia.
Okay.
I guess it is a sub part of the urban area.
Yes.
I guess that does make sense.
Yeah, but that's just like the word they use for all of those.
Boo, I don't like it.
Yeah. I do not know what they would refer to, what word they would use to refer to what we as Americans know of as a suburb.
Hell. They'd use the word hell.
Yeah.
I mean, they're right. They're more right than we are.
At the end of Altered Beast 4, we go back to like a metallic beat. We get back to like, it kind of feels like Mind Fuzz.
You know what I wrote in my notes on my very first listen for Altered Beast 4?
What'd you write?
Super Nonagon Infinity. Like, this is so Nonagon Infinity.
Wild.
No, this was the first time I heard this, notably before some context.
Right.
So you get a little hint of it.
Imagine my surprise.
Which is wild, because this last listen through, I was really looking for notes of Nonagon, and I missed it completely in this one.
I mean, it's everywhere throughout the entire album.
There's little leitmotifs of it everywhere.
The next one, but I'm not sure that I was saying in that moment that there are direct references, but that like spiritually it is an album that fits with
for sure.
Nonagon, and I can see how they play Nonagon songs and Altered Beast songs back to back and just sort of flow with that on stage kind of thing.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's like the DLC of Nonagon Infinity.
Yeah, the DLC of Nonagon Infinity. It's Nonagon Infinity .1.
Mm-hmm. It's the Brood War of Nonagon Infinity.
And then it gets heavy again. It's nothing compared to the doom metal that we had before, but it does get heavy again. And then it goes into life/death, which, let's see, I wrote, here we have the synth vocal back. I don't mind it. And I wrote literally nothing else for this track.
Noel, I'm going to show you my notes for this track and only for this track.
Oh no. Listener, she took no notes.
Somehow, after as many times listening to this as I did, I somehow took 0 notes for life/death.
This was one of the shortest notes I have, but I do have notes.
Please.
So for the first suite, I was trying to get really detailed with it, so I ended up putting a synopsis on all of them.
Yeah,
and just for this, I put synopsis, they fucking die.
So true, though, bestie.
And for my thoughts, I put the music starts kind of heavy, almost feeling like something you hear at intermission, because, I kind of...
Yeah.
And the beat starts to give the human part of it shit. It's like, this is what you asked for, this is what you're getting. And then it really lays it on thick until the shoe drops. And that's when the music changes up really heavy. The soundscape feels like it explodes.
Yeah.
and it becomes this dizzy sound, and it's very disorienting. You can visualize the beast spiraling and staggering and falling to the ground, and like, oh fuck, this isn't how it was supposed to go, and you realizing the error of their way, and then it ends.
Yeah, there's a lot of error of the way, error of my ways in this album.
Yeah, there is. Like, that might be the overarching theme.
Maybe, yeah, just maybe it might have something to do with being prideful and wanting something personally that then getting it and realizing that, oh fuck, not only is it destroying me, it's destroying everything for everybody.
So you're saying that it might be an allegory for climate change?
Or the search for power in other ways. Yeah,
You got the wrong album for that. You'll get
No,
there.
I think they're all climate change.
I mean, yeah, you're right. It's not as overt. It's not as overt as
I
the later
wasn't
album
thinking
gets.
specifically climate change, but really just sort of the lust for power.
Yeah, it's
The
very
lust for power not only corrupts, but corrupts the individual, but the society.
hubris.
Yeah, it's Greek tragedy all over the
Yeah,
place.
exactly. Right, something
So
else for this
I think
one.
God is approaching.
Well, I wouldn't say God, but it's certainly the Lord.
No, people, vultures, God approaches.
Oh, that's where you were going.
That is where I was going.
I think I need some
Okay, I just-
context here.
Yeah. We move into part 2. If you're listening to the vinyl record, go ahead and flip that over because
No, not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
So
don't
this album had a couple of different pressings. The first pressing of Murder of the Universe, out of the 3 suites, the first suite and a half were on side A, and the second half of the Lord of Lightning versus Balrog suite and all of Hantayumi were on side B.
That's rough.
That's rough, right?
That's rough.
That's fucking rough.
I would not press it like that.
No.
Yeah, so naturally, and pressing since then, they do it as a 2-disc set where the Altered Beast Suite is side A, Lord of Lightning is side B, and Hantayumi is side C, and side
D
D.
is an etching. The Lord of Lightning versus Balrog. This is the first section of the album that we have a music video for. There are music videos for 2/3 of this album. Somehow
just-
not for Altered Beast.
Right, and none of the music videos are individual tracks. They treat the entire suite as a song to get a music video. So tell us about the music video for Lord of Lightning versus Balrog.
So I don't really know what to say about it. I mean, we start with a person walking through the woods in like a cloak. We eventually find out that this is Leia.
Yeah, this is Leia Senior, and the cloak is very reminiscent of
the
those
hooded monks.
of those in the Gamma Knife video. So there's another connection to Gamma Knife, which makes sense because this entire suite is just non-stop connections to Nonagon Infinity especially, but not exclusively.
Right.
And so she's walking through the woods and she uncovers Stu's 12-string Hagstrom F12S under a bunch of brambles.
So I didn't actually watch the music videos for this, and I haven't read the Gizverse theories on all of it yet.
Sure.
So I have my own theories on this whole suite.
And how it fits into
how it fits in.
like the lore of Gizzard.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I did not go deep on like what the fan base has figured out for the Gizverse. I figured that if I tried to go down that route, I would lose my goddamn mind.
And also, we're just going to end up running into connections to music that we haven't heard yet.
yeah,
That's true, because I know
No,
that
there's
this
definitely a
record
couple of
ties
those.
in pretty
Yeah.
heavily to some future stuff.
yeah. There's a few I've noted in here, but
Okay.
we don't
Yeah,
have to
and
go into
please
that.
don't feel afraid to share that
Okay.
even on this episode.
Yeah. So if certain ones of these, I might mention the lore I have built up for myself
Yeah,
and
please
see how
do.
it connects to everything
Please
else.
do.
Okay.
We got to a performance video in the woods, and it's really fun. Like, everyone's having fun. It's so fun. Everyone's having fun. Cavs is playing with real sticks instead of drumsticks because they're in the woods, and it's fun. Get it? It's fun.
You know, in retrospect, now with the more recent things we've learned about Cavs,
Oh my god, you're right.
the fact that he's playing with like sticks from the trees,
That was just an early warning sign.
it was just an early warning sign. So Cavs has released the first single off of his new solo record
Yeah.
not long ago. And the music video shows him fucking a tree.
Like, not subtle about it at all.
Just like unzipping his pants and sticking his dick into, I mean, we don't see his dick, but he unzips his pants and then he just like
vigorously
shuffles
humps a
up
tree.
onto a hole in a tree and just kind of goes at it.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So
and the fan base has been completely normal about this.
Oh, I'm sure.
So if you didn't think that Altered Beast could be horny, apparently this music video was particularly frothy for calves.
But I don't want to stick to the video for the moment, because I think if I talk about the video too much in the moment, we're going to lose track of where we are in the record. So let's take a second and we'll divert ourselves back to the record and we'll talk about the song Some Context. Some Context opens up side B of the record, and it is what, 15, 17 seconds long?
16 seconds of
People Vultures.
People
It's just
Vultures.
People Vultures.
Yeah,
It's
it's
the
just-
outro to People Vultures.
Yeah. Which the first time I heard this, okay.
Yeah, I literally asked in my notes, Noel, what was your first reaction to this?
That was it. Okay.
This is the better alternative to going into Mr. Beat. Now we get a much better version.
It's true. We could have had Mr. Beat.
What if it just went to Mr. Beat? How would that have gone?
I'll be honest. I would have been more surprised. I was already surprised. I think I might have given up on this podcast. Okay, that's it. Pack it in. We're done.
So, I think the most interesting thing about the song Some Context is the title, Some Context.
Yes.
Yeah, I agreed. Because it is just out and out telling us, yeah, this is occurring literally after People Vultures.
Which is cool. So then we go into the Reticent Raconteur, and we get what appears to be them straight up doing Lord of the Rings with no pretense whatsoever.
But like I mentioned before, so you said it's derivative. A lot of prog rock bands have done this.
Sure, yeah. But Stu, I want to be really clear here. A Balrog is not a thing. There's no such thing as a Balrog. There is the Balrog. There is the specific Balrog, but not a Balrog, because that's a thing that only exists within Lord of the Rings.
That's not true.
Oh, fuck off.
In Middle Earth,
I'm in the middle of canceling Stu. I can't take criticism right now.
in Middle Earth, Balrogs are a species. The Balrog specifically in Moria is just one Balrog.
Is it? I thought that was the only one.
No.
God damn it.
Also, within the context of the story here, there's hints that it's not. It is a creature of folklore,
Yeah.
and not less that it's a thing that's known to them. And it ties into something else I'm going to talk about lore-wise later. But yeah, it's a name they've assigned this thing.
Okay, so it may not be literally a Balrog. It's just a
But
Balrog type creature.
But it does suggest that Lord of the Rings exists in the world of People Vultures.
Which is yeah.
Because people in the world of People Vultures, like whoever Leia Senior is as the narrator, she is referencing within the world the story of the Lord of Lightning versus Balrogs, so she must be assuming that Balrogs are a familiar trope.
Yeah,
So
I can give you that.
I want to know who is Giz Tolkien and what did he write?
The Reticent Raconteur.
Specifically the Mines of Moria Balrog's name, Durin's Bane.
Durin's Bane. I've heard that before.
Yeah, I couldn't remember it, so I did have to look
I
it up.
couldn't have told you that. We get a really cool guitar, and the vocal synth is back, and they're teasing the line, Lord of Lightning shifts his gaze underneath the narration before the actual vocal ever gets there.
It starts with the bass stating the theme, and then the synth vocals get it next, and then they get them together, and later on the guitar gets it. A bunch of different instruments all get to play
They're
that
really
same line.
priming you.
Yeah, until we get to the Lord of Lightning, when Stu jumps in with the line, which I would normally have tried to sing, but I'm going to stop because I've already tried too many times today, and it's not working out. And fool me 3 or 4 times, shame on me. But fool me 5 or 6 times, and oh god, it's way past time.
Yeah. Anyway, where were we?
Lord of Lightning.
Stu explained the Reticent Raconteur's story in an interview for Observer, where he said, the second story is sort of a battle. It follows a group of
Yeah.
people who've also been stalked, chased, attacked by a Lord of Lightning, who then subsequently, and this is going to sound so ridiculous, he subsequently captures one member of the party who turns him into a Balrog. The Balrog is kind of pissed off, and a battle ensues with the Lord of Lightning. The party manages to escape, and the Lord of Lightning is sort of victorious. Thanks, Stu.
Such a blasé way to put it. You know, this thing happens.
I mean, we do have a reticent raconteur, so I guess she's not really super happy about having to tell this story. She's reticent.
It's true.
Can we go back to Yael's vocabulary?
Yeah, I was
corner?
about to say.
Which word do you want? Reticent or raconteur?
Let's hit them both.
Okay. Reticent. Not revealing one's thoughts or feelings readily.
Okay, why the fuck do we want the narrator to be taking the role of a reticent anything? You're a fucking narrator.
I'm not sure that we want to, and it seems like she doesn't want to tell the story. She feels like she has to. She really clearly, in the lyrics, does not want to have to tell this story.
Yeah. It's a cautionary tale, but she doesn't want to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm reading the lyrics for what feels like the first time. I am certain I have seen these before. There is a secret I've been keeping, a story true and genuine, and I have not the candid heart to keep its burden clandestine.
Wow, you really fucked up that rhyme.
Well, it's either genuine or genuine.
Genuine
Clandestine.
in the song.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, genuine and clandestine.
I don't know.
That's how she says it. I mean, I'm not Australian,
I would say clandestine.
as would I, but I'm a silly American.
I would also say it that way because I'm from Ohio and we can't pronounce
Wait, you're from
things.
Ohio?
Yeah.
I'm from Ohio.
Oh, really?
Yeah, let's talk about this sometime.
Okay.
Not on the show. That would be silly.
Raconteur.
Raconteur. A person who tells anecdotes in a skillful and amusing way.
Okay, so it's a narrator who doesn't want to be narrating. Got it.
Yeah.
Understood.
A skillful narrator who does not want to narrate.
Skillful, sure. The Lord of Lightning.
I have one
I'm
more
going to
thing.
tell Leia Senior you said that.
Ooh. There is a.
I'm taking beef with Stu's lyrics more than Leah Senior's delivery
Narration.
of them.
I think the lyrics are just great.
I think the lyrics on this one are fine.
No, the lyrics are better in this one than they are in Altered Beast. I will get. Yeah.
Yeah.
You were saying. Sable.
Another tinfoil hat thing. There's vocalizations in the background of this one.
Yes.
A little ooh, and that's sounds like the wizards from Gamma Knife again.
It does, yes. Are you sure it doesn't sound like the wizards from The Wizard of Oz?
You mean the
All
monkeys?
we own. Oh, they are monkeys.
They're monkeys,
They are
not
monkeys.
wizards.
You're right. There's only one wizard in The Wizard of Oz, and
He's
it's
not
the
even
titular
really
Wizard of Oz.
He's not
and
really a wizard.
He's not really a wizard, and all right, that went nowhere.
I can edit that entire thing out. If
But
you
you're
would
not
like.
going
I might,
to.
actually.
He's no wizard.
I
he's
mean,
Jeff
it would
Goldblum.
make for a better show.
I'm trying to tighten up the show a little bit. I'm trying to be like snappier and more better at it. I'm trying to make words better.
Oh, we're making this a lot easier on you right now by continuing.
We are. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set a marker right before all of this so I can keep track of where the beginning of this is. And I'm going to set a marker at the end of it, and I'm going to cut all this and put it on the Patreon feed.
You'd still have to set that up.
That's more work.
I'm not going to because I don't want to edit Patreon episodes. I will gladly not accept the $5 a month that it would surely earn us.
Oh, that was bad.
The Lord of Lightning. We get into the Lord of Lightning, and we finally have something that's fun to sing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's so true though. Like I'm so glad that we got this because you know that I cannot stop myself from singing along, and I'm glad that I can.
Yeah, I'm really happy with the Lord of Lightning. It starts out right away with something that's fun and catchy. Lord of Lightning shifts his gaze, points his strong finger our way. It paints a picture. It's a cool picture. You immediately get on board. At this point in the record, y'all, we're a little bit less metal. How are you feeling?
I feel perfectly good here. I mean, I'm surprised that it got more nonagon than we already had in Altered Beast at this point. So I'm just here thinking that this is as Sable says, nonagon DLC, which I'm fine with. I'm a little taken aback by just how much it is that. I love the the classic Giz guitar doubling the vocals that we get.
It's
right. It's just
we've heard them do that on literally every album so far, and I'm still not sick of it.
Yeah, it works. And then all hell breaks loose after the first verse, and it rocks.
Well, after the first verse, more importantly, what breaks loose is literally the lyrics, Nonagon, 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 Infinity.
Well, I was talking about just before that, when it was a little bit instrumental, when all hell broke loose, and like everybody was just rocking out. But yeah, then they go Nonagon, 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 Infinity.
And
so
at
that
that
if you
point,
could
I put in my notes,
Yep. Yeah, if you were listening to Murder of the Universe and you somehow missed the people vultures from some context, which must have given you no context, well, now you're definitely going to go back and listen to Nonagon.
So, okay. So there's a couple really cool things here. First is we get Stu shouting yup into the mic, which is apparently his new thing. He's given up woos and we're fully in on yups at this point.
There's a woo in this.
There are some woos.
There is, but this is a yep-heavy album.
I love the yup.
Especially when you get to the live shows, he's constantly walking up to the mic and going, yup! It's just wonderful. It's so delightful.
Which is great, because you know what he can't do with yep the way he can do with a woo?
Fillet the mic?
He can't fillet the mic. Your lips need to close to make a yep.
That's true.
And you can't do that while a mic is firmly in your throat.
That's true. So
Sable, have you seen him do this on stage?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's upsetting.
As an audio person who works with microphones all the time, how do you feel about Stu's treatment of microphone technology?
So I'm kind of a germaphobe in a way. So like normal microphone usage, I'm like, ooh, just clean the fucking thing. No. I think it'd be dripping. You'd be like, nope.
Yeah, Oh, so is that the dripping tap?
I don't know.
Now all of a sudden that makes sense.
I don't know what that's a reference to.
I haven't heard it. Don't worry. I don't know what it sounds like.
There are the lyrics: floating fire, golden wire, silver trails, flashing fire,
Flashing spire.
That's right. And in between each of those lines, do you know what I heard that isn't there?
What?
Gamma. Floating fire, gamma. Like it's.
I mean, this is more of those rhyming couplets, but they're specifically the really short phrases like we hear on Infinite Rise, like we hear on Hot Water, that these just like 2-word rhyming phrases that Stu really, really likes.
Stu really likes rhyming just 2-word phrases. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's lovely. It's dumb. Listen, Infinite Rise is not his best work.
It's not his best work.
Infinite
But
Rise
I like Lord of Lightning.
Lord of Lightning is fine. I actually do like Lord of Lightning. I've been hard on this record so far, but I like Lord of Lightning. I like this entire suite. I think this is the strong suite on the record.
This is my favorite suite. There's a couple songs I like particularly out of the third one, but this one I think as a whole is my favorite.
Yeah, I think that
as a whole it's the best, but it doesn't have the best individual songs.
No, that's true.
Yeah, that's my statement. My statement as well. I wish that the story stuck with me more on this one.
It's very basic. But
yeah,
it's this all the same trappings of a normal
it
prog rock
does.
thing. Yeah.
And it's just the Altered Beast suite has imagery that I think is more effective at helping me picture the scene.
Oh, yeah.
And the Hantayumi suite has imagery that's a little too effective at helping me picture the scene.
Oh yeah.
But I don't really picture this one as much. But the music is great, and the way that it's told is great. So overall, my favorite of the 3 suites.
I do have something to note here that's going to lead into a loaded question.
I love a loaded question.
So the very beginning, we get like the first millisecond of the song is Stu going to Lord of Lightning.
Yeah.
Right.
Instantly right into it because it follows along from what Leo was saying at the last song.
Yes.
Right.
It flows extremely well. It hits you really hard. My question to you is, which has the better song transitions, this or Nonagon Infinity?
Well, if we can completely ignore one song, Nonagon Infinity.
The album that's supposed to flow together perfectly well, seamlessly, doesn't do it very well.
It does, except for one very specific song.
I do think that Murder of the Universe flows better than Nonagon Infinity.
Right.
I
Yeah.
think that the
I
way
still can't
that
believe that Mr. Beat was a single.
yeah, the
I
fact,
still can't believe that
it's
Mr.
not
Beat
just
was
that
a
Mr.
single.
Beat was a single; it's that Mr. Beat was a single and Robot Stop was not.
The fuck are you doing?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me.
It makes no
Why
sense.
are we here?
But going back to something you two talked about in the Nonagon episode is, so the song transitions happen slightly out of phase of each other. So you cut one song early and you start the other song late, but there's no real like musical flow between them. It just happens to do that because it's the way they cut it. But in Murder, they don't do that. They actually flow it really, really well. Like,
Yeah, because really, it's just artificial that there are song transitions at all
Right.
labeled here. It is a 3-song album. They have upped themselves from quarters, and now instead of a mere 4-song album, we have a 3-song album, soon to be outdone by Timeland and Laminated Denim, when we will get 2-song albums.
I want to talk about something that's completely unrelated.
Please.
I just recently picked up a couple Blood Incantation records on vinyl. And I noticed something really weird about them. Because I've listened to Blood Incantation primarily on Apple Music. And their most recent album, Absolute Elsewhere, has 8 tracks on Apple Music. And it's divided into 2 suites. On vinyl, they literally do not break it up in any way, even on the track listing on the back of the record. It is simply 2 songs.
huh.
And each one is like 25 minutes long.
Yeah, I feel like it would have made sense to do that kind of thing with this album.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
admittedly, like, I don't mind being able to just listen to Altered Beast 3 or just listen to Digital Black. But, like, they do flow into each other in a way that even Nonagon doesn't.
Right.
Yeah.
And speaking of Apple Music, something that bugged the shit out of me listening to Nonagon on Apple Music is that no matter what settings you have on the program,
Apple Music really doesn't like to let you flow nicely.
no, it
between
just hard
songs.
stops everything. So I listened to this on YouTube and it was much better.
Yeah, it's nice. So when the recording goes to Nonagon Infinity, the video cuts to a black room with a red Nonagon projected on Stu's face. Ambi falls to his knees playing harmonica, which got an actual laugh from me. and it's this really cool performance in a room now, and then things just keep going. And in the song, we get this big speed up followed by what I think is a cut time take of the main riff.
Yep.
And it just gets really kind of heavy and sludgy for a few seconds there.
Yeah, it's a really effective moment. I
And
really
then-
enjoyed that moment.
And then we get the bass line from Mind Fuzz.
I missed that entirely. God, how did I miss that?
And it just sits on the bass line from Mind Fuzz for a little bit. And you're just stuck there going, huh,
Yep.
huh.
And
Yep.
and yet when we get to Balrog,
Balrog.
when we get to Balrog, it sounds like somehow they made Invisible Face and Road Train into one song, and then that song was Balrog, except for the moment that there's a fucking trapdoor quote.
Yeah, and I think Balrog is a really good example here of we've heard Stu complain in the past about being categorized as a psych band.
Yeah.
And I think Balrog is a really good song to look at and where you can go, yeah, they're clearly not a fucking psych band. They're a krautrock band. Like, this is we're
They
back in
have
the krautrock
repeatedly,
territory.
yeah, they've repeatedly pulled those krautrock motifs.
And we get all this really cool tom play on the drums. We get an organ, and then we get teases of people vultures. Presumably, according to KGLW.net, there's a tease of Evil Death Roll in here.
There is.
Yep.
I never heard it.
It's one of those blink and you miss it sort of things, but it's there.
There's the tease of Trapdoor, and they say, debatably, there's even a tease of Cold Cadaver.
I listened for the Cold Cadaver
didn't
one,
get
and
that
I
one.
could not find it.
No, I
I don't
think
know
that's-
what they're referencing.
probably put on. I don't know.
It's the word cadaver, I think, because the word cadaver does exist in the song,
But that's not our
but
reference.
that's not the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't think that they are quoting cold cadaver in really any way in this suite, in this song. To the best of my understanding, the only thing I could come up with for why some people say that cold cadaver is in here was just the word cadaver. And now maybe they're hearing something else that I'm not. Maybe I'm missing what their argument is.
This song had the most tinfoil hat stuff for me.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
because
tell
of
me about
course it
tinfoil
does,
hat
because
stuff.
there's so much referencing.
So much going on. But they're like, okay, so my theory on this, it's kind of multi-layered. So obviously you have a little bit of elements from a bunch of stuff. You've got a little bit of Evil Death Roll, you got Road Train. So it's taking a bunch of Nonagon and just cramming it together. However, we have the Balrog.
Yeah.
Which I mentioned earlier just seems to be, in my mind, just the name of a
fire
creature.
demon.
Yeah, it's a name of a creature that the people in this universe have assigned something that is horrifying and like, oh, this is a beast.
Yeah.
An altered beast.
Yeah. And it seems to want to alter them.
An altered. So, one of the very first lines, not very first, but so they're describing how the Balrog came to be, and they say, you made the atom split, it caused a massive rift. What splits atoms?
Nukes.
Nukes.
Yeah.
What do nukes emit?
Radiation.
Gamma radiation.
Oh.
What splits a knife?
Atom. Oh.
It's a gamma knife.
Oh.
Yeah,
And see, that
okay.
actually makes sense because if you go back to the music video, and yes, we have to keep going back to the music video, right after Stu pulls out the flute and plays Trapdoor, which makes me very, very happy, we get to a closing segment where we see Stu's face on a very small portable TV, red with red projection floating over it, and then the projection starts throwing bolts of lightning, and then we see the monks from Gamma Knife.
It all comes back to gamma knife.
Are you saying that Nonagon Infinity merely opened the door? And
Fucking
now
hate you. I
maybe we're
fucking
walking
hate you.
through it.
So I have bear with me for a few moments.
I love bearing with you.
I'm gonna read exactly what I wrote down. I think the Lord of Lightning inadvertently split the atom while attacking, creating a rift and opening the door for the human, the supposed corpse, to be transported to another reality temporarily, to which his interactions with the Altered Beast begin. The first suite up until Altered Beast 4 happens outside of real time, occurring near instantaneously to the perspective of the Lightning Lord. Upon the second strike to the corpse, the rift reopened, allowing the beast to emerge, ready to begin its rampage. The people of this reality have folklore assigned or of an altered beast, a beast they know as the Balrog.
And
I'm here
with
for
that,
it.
we will
I'm
see you
here
again
for
in
it.
2 weeks for Sketches of Brunswick East.
Hey now. Hey now.
No, that's great. That's a great read.
Yeah,
I'm
love it.
surprised I've never seen it spelled out like that online.
Well,
Really?
you also, I think, try very hard to avoid too much Gizverse
I do.
lore.
I don't like the Gizverse lore.
Yeah.
I think it's very clear, though, with this album, they are trying to set up a Gizverse. They are trying
doing
to
a lot.
set up a way to connect everything. At least with this album. I don't know if they stick to that idea,
I mean, I know they do up through fishing.
but
Yeah.
at least for now, they are wanting us to draw connections between especially Nonagon and this album, but not just. I mean, you don't include Trapdoor if you don't want people to think of the Nonagon Infinity is opening the
Door.
trap door,
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
out of which comes the goddamn fucking Balrog.
Right. But there's so much.
there's
I'll,
so
I'll
much.
be honest
interpret.
with you. When we talked about Trapdoor initially, I gotta say, and Stu said everybody knows what's under the door. I was not expecting a Balrog.
Yeah, here's the thing.
There's a beast.
Like, oh God, I need to stop saying. I need to remove the phrase "here's the thing" from my
Here's the
vocabulary.
thing.
But here's the thing: Trapdoor on paper mache is clearly not about a Balrog.
Right.
Like they retconned it,
Sure.
and it's a fun retcon. But anytime we're connecting these songs, Murder of the Universe is referencing Trapdoor.
Yeah.
Trapdoor does not reference Balrog.
Sure.
It's all these backwards looking stuff, and there are some times when they do look forward, right? We know that they tease a little bit some future stuff, some songs that are currently sketches currently being worked on, but most of these connections are ones they're finding ways to go back and pull into the current time.
Also wrote that my theory is some real heavy metal shit, like the like the magazine heavy metal in the movie.
Yeah.
But I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with that. I think that's good. I think that's actually really coherent.
I think all of this makes the Balrog a really, really fun track if you like this band.
Yeah, it's fun in general. It's very like driving. It moves you forward.
And there's a lot of ear candy in there. Yeah. I like it. Balrog's fun.
And then we go into the Floating Fire, which opens, and my exact note here was, this is evil.
Boom, ba-da-da-dum, boom, boom, ba-da-da-dum, boom, boom.
Yeah.
I probably have that rhythm a little bit wrong.
You're mostly right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it starts with this big, dark, deep, like it feels like the monkeys walking in front of the, what is it, the castle, the fortress, the whatever in Wizard of Oz.
Okay, so you can't cut out that entire fucking thing because now you've referenced the thing that you were gonna cut out. Wow, you just went and fucked yourself. You fucked all of us.
Good job on the edit.
And as everyone who listens to the show regularly knows, I love fucking. Barry, if you're listening to this, please don't bring this up at work. Jesus. So the Floating Fire, we've got that low vocal chanting, we've got a vocal synth, we've got some toms going off. It switches to more of a marching snare once the
and not just
narration
low
comes
vocal
in.
chanting.
Yeah,
guttural.
Oh yeah.
Like it's like deep in the throat. It is.
Oh,
yeah,
I can't even do it.
So much vocal fry, so much, just like deep. I don't want to say the word ugly, but ugly singing, and it's not like they're not missing notes or anything. It's just it's trying to be as dark as they're willing to get at this point.
It's raw.
It's raw. It's rough. It's so cool.
Oh yeah.
And then we go back into that full band chaos, that same like vibe that you got from Altered Beast, where it's the whole band coming in playing that big distorted riff where there's this feedback, and Stu's doing something with the pickups to make it sound like it's fucking screaming. It's so fucking cool.
And while he's playing, the guttural vocals are still going, but they fade away so that after a couple of bars, they're gone and only come back later when he drops out.
Right.
So they're connecting that the synthy guttural drum based intro with the band section and letting it fade out under him.
Yeah, and then we get the lyrics, floating fire, low and wire. And do you know how I heard that? Floating fire, gamma.
So
like,
exactly
the gamma in between them.
Yeah,
again.
the thing that you just said for the other song.
Yeah. We're back to it. We're still playing Gamma Knife.
It's really stitching it all together.
Yeah. And I don't have much else for the Floating Fire. Yeah, you really liked this song.
I really like the drums. I really like the drums and the guttural singing. I think it's really cool. I think it's some of the best like atmospheric scene setting, transports you into their world music on the album. Like you kind of feel like you're there for the fight.
Yeah,
and it's great. It is some of the best music they've put out in terms of like enveloping you in the world of the song.
I said this reminded me in my notes, and it really does. Have either of you listened to Jeff Wayne's musical version of War of the Worlds?
No.
Unfortunately, no.
I highly, highly recommend it.
Jeff Wayne?
Jeff Wayne's musical rendition of War of the Worlds. This reminded me a lot of that. It is extremely visual musical album. It's incredible. The first time I listened to this was trying to escape a wildfire in a Fox Body Mustang in the middle of the Yukon. So it really set the scene for me.
Yeah, okay. You just seem to listen to music in these really ridiculous settings that I think really heighten the music.
It does. It helps a lot.
Okay, turns out if you want to get the most out of music, put yourself in danger. Okay, official Midnights with the Wizard endorsement. Put yourself in danger to make music better.
One of the first times I heard that new Blood Incantation record, and it's a big, like, harsh extreme metal record. One of the first times I heard it, I was driving at sunset doing 90 miles an hour through the mountains, and it was beautiful and wonderful, and everyone in the car hated that experience except for me and my co-pilot.
One of the most memorable music experiences of my life somehow was Revolution 9 by the Beatles. You know, the one song on the White Album that nobody likes. But because it was late at night, driving through the petrified forest in Arizona, running on empty, desperately trying to find a gas station. Spooky as fuck.
Oh, I bet. That sounds, yeah.
And then number nine. And we found a gas station, and it was very, very like old and run down. And I was amazed that they were functioning, and it was amazing that they had customers of any kind. But I guess if you're the only gas station for miles in any direction, you gotta.
Yeah, it stands to reason.
The only time I've ever enjoyed Revolution 9.
So, you know, the theory holds up. You got to be in a situation behind the wheel of a vehicle.
Yeah,
And
that's
this
right.
is why I, as a trans person, plan on going to Florida so that I can listen to music and have it hit better.
God.
I think we move to the Acrid Corpse.
No, I think that with Floating Fire, the atmospheric sections, these big grandiose, like drum heavy, guttural choral, like these sections that generally you don't have the band playing the guitars and singing on really the entire album, but especially here, especially in the Altered Beast suite as well. These are such awesome, epic moments. They're grandiose. And one, I think, semi-failure of the record in my mind is that when you're putting us in this grandiose place with the music and you're giving us this story, when you then rehash the story a little bit with the normal guitar rock, how do you live up to the grandiosity that you've established when you take it
add
away?
in guitars.
No, but they take away the drums, and they take away the choral vocals to have room for the guitars, and then the guitars can't live up to the grandiosity.
I disagree.
No, I would agree with that. And also, story-wise, it kind of falls off, too, because the whole climax ends really quickly because zap, you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, like Altered Beast, the climax is a little quick.
Yeah. Which I think, again...
thematically relevant, thematically appropriate.
Thematically appropriate. And it ties into my theory as well. At the end of, or in Life or Death, when the tables turn and the beast is dying and you get that soundscape I mentioned, exploding like a bolt of lightning.
Yeah.
That's the moment the lightning lord goes, nope, and zaps him.
Yeah. And then when we do get to the Acrid Corpse, we get back to that cinematic, grandiose, atmospheric moment, and that they end it there because that's what feels like the world that they've built.
Yeah.
I mean, we get the lightning clap lyric with the sound of thunder. Like, it's they're leaving us there to die along with everybody else.
And lightning lord gets away with it.
Yep.
As they always do. Every lightning lord I've ever met has gotten away with it. It's just how it happens.
They always do.
Just in their nature.
All right. So,
Part 3.
part 3.
Han Tayumi and the Murder of the Universe.
So you know how in Lord of Lightning the song Balrog quotes Invisible Face and Evil Death Roll and all of these Nonagon tracks, and how in Lord of Lightning we quote just literally the words Nonagon Infinity. We start with People Vultures, and you've got all these connections that we can draw in the Gizverse to Nonagon Infinity. I just want to remind you that the music video for Invisible Face came out after this record did.
Did it?
The music video
right,
for
it
Invisible
did.
Face came out after the music video for Lord of Lightning versus Balrog.
I don't
immediately
understand this
after.
band.
Immediately after
That
the music video for the Lord of Lightning versus Balrog.
That's wild.
but it makes a lot of sense.
Thank you for reminding us of that.
Yeah,
because yeah.
it sets up a lot of intrigue.
They are begging us to create the Gizverse for them. Welcome to an altered future.
Welcome to an altered future. We open on a robotic voice,
Robotic British voice.
which is so unfortunate.
We don't need to
it's
give
bad-
the
it's-
Brits credit for
It's bad
anything.
enough to be a robot, but to be a Brit as well, Jesus Christ.
These fucking clankers.
Hey.
We get this robotic voice. It sounds like a text-to-speech program. My first thought was, this sounds like Microsoft Sam.
It's not Sam, but it is a text-to-speech program. It's named Charles, this particular voice model.
Of course it is.
It's the default TTS from some British computer, not the ZX, but something else. I can't remember. I wrote it down, but I forgot. Or I was going to write it down, but I forgot.
So we get the robot voice, and we get a mellotron underneath it, and we start to set up the third chapter of this album. And to set it up, Stu actually explains that the third chapter, quote, I don't know. I've been reading a lot of things lately. Some people say, a lot of people say, that humanity's greatest threat may be, at this point in time, AI.
Yeah, and later on, they name their record label P Doom, which is... It comes from AI adjacent, like academia or like people talking about the potential dangers of AI, like AI ethicists, especially like this is, mind you, way before the current wave of large language models taking over everything on Earth and making us all stupider.
Right. He's talking about AI like in StarCraft 2 when you get beat by the Zerg over and over.
No,
and
he's
over.
talking about more something like what people are doing now. It's just before it started happening.
Oh.
And
Well, that clarifies the whole record for me.
And
I was listening to it completely wrong.
you were listening to it like StarCraft. Yeah, I believe you.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
So P Doom, or the probability of doom, would be like
Is that what that means?
the probability of a doomsday scenario, like having the Grey Goose scenario where the replication of the AI.
We say gray duck scenario.
You're not even from Minnesota. You're not even from Minnesota. Iowa's a bullshit state. I don't believe that you exist.
No, Iowa is a great state. Iowa is a great state because you get all the culture of Minnesota, all of the sports of Illinois, all of the bad roads of Missouri.
And what do you get from Nebraska? Tell me, what are you getting from Nebraska and South Dakota?
Nothing of value.
That's
Empty
right.
spaces.
And that's what Iowa is. Nothing of value.
Oh.
I don't know. I like Des Moines.
Des Moines is fine. Iowa City's better.
Des Moines has a restaurant that I can only describe as a tiki bar that serves pizza with Chinese food on it.
Yeah, it's great. And it's right across from what used to be the Vaudeville Muse, which was one of the best venues I've ever been to. I went to the Vaudeville Muse when I saw the Chariot open for The Devil Wears Prada,
Wow.
which was just a fucked up show. It was, I swear to God, 95 degrees in the venue.
Ugh.
It was
Ugh.
the hottest show I have ever attended, and I will never forget it because it was one of the best shows I've ever seen. There were people jumping off of the balcony and getting like ejected from the venue. It was wonderful.
It's wild. But yeah, Fongs is great. I love Fongs. Anyway,
Fongs is so good.
So we have our narrator is no longer Leia Senior. Leia Senior is now our text-to-speech software. And he introduces us to an altered future, a future where people have uploaded their consciousness to machine and the entire world goes to digital black because there is no more real humanity, no more desire, no more love, no more loss, no more of anything that makes humans human. There is just the cloud.
and there's specific reasoning why humanity has done this. And it's because they're afraid of dying, essentially.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're afraid of getting zapped by the Lord of Lightning once again.
On KGLW.net, they mention, and I think this was written by Tom Hand is Wacky. They mention that unwilling to die, people transfer their consciousness to computers, creating a society of computerized people who have no connection to humanity, with the song's narrator, Hantayumi, as the last human born through natural means who is disillusioned with perpetual, unending life.
Yes. So in the song, welcome to an altered future, we just sort of get a very brief introduction to this, and Digital Black, where we don't have the narration of Hantayumi for most of the song, we mostly just have the band. They're describing this world and the blackness and bleakness of it. Mm-hmm. It's the most aggressive song on the record.
Digital Black, yeah.
It's the most Digital Black is the most aggressive, the most powered, the heaviest song that we have gotten from King Gizzard in their entire discography to this point. It is the most metal thing we've heard from them. It is also, weirdly for me, by far my favorite track on the record.
Mine too.
Yeah, it's my second favorite.
Okay.
But it's very metal, but it's very pointed. It's very direct in what it's telling you.
It is. Yeah,
which I can appreciate.
It's as direct as you can be when you have a lyric like despondent, lugubrious.
And that brings us into...
Which brings us back to Yael's vocabulary corner.
Lugubrious. Looking or sounding sad and dismal. Lugubrious.
Such a funny word for such a sad definition.
No, see, this is a word that I know for a fact I have never heard before this record.
Lugubrious sounds to me like the way you would describe a microphone after it's been dripping with Stu's saliva.
Oh, yeah, it's just a little lugubrious. You need to wipe it off.
Yeah. Like, that's what that word sounds like it should mean.
Also, it's just, like, not interesting, but he does pronounce it wrong in the song. It says
does he?
lugubrious. Like, very like, oh.
Lugubrious.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's just an Australian thing that he pronounced it wrong.
Maybe.
Anytime that anything is pronounced wrong, I just chalk it up to them being Australian, except for that one line on Flying Microtonal Banana where he just completely fucks up the lyric. But that's neither here nor there while it's there. But Digital Black,
Lugubrious is not at least the UK or the US pronunciation. Wiktionary does not seem to have an Australian English entry.
Because he's the first Australian to say it.
We haven't heard much in the way of power chords from this band in the past. And so now that we do get them, they fucking hit. Like, it's a musical language that they are coming in and they're saying, this is what we're doing now, pay attention.
Mm-hmm. And you are paying attention.
And it's really big. And it's a dead simple riff. They're just alternating between two notes. But goddamn, does it hit?
It works. It hits. And it hits even right away for me. First listen, I was in on this one. And just not what I expected given my history with metal.
Yeah. Like, I don't know what to say. It's just, it's so cool.
It just rocks. It fucking rocks.
There's a part later on in the song where the lyrics are going, and then they start doubling the lyrics with power chords.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, it feels so big.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Which is crazy when you only have the first and fifth.
They love doubling the vocals.
They love doubling the vocals, and this is effective. They've got the juice.
Yeah, and so, you know what? They predicted everybody getting real dumbed down by LLMs.
Yeah. I mean, in my notes, they say all computers are bad. Do not ingratiate yourself to computer. Do not tune yourself to computer because you are scared.
Yeah. Don't fuck the computer.
Don't fuck the computer. Wait a minute.
Now,
fuck the altered beast, not the computer.
You know what? That actually is more on board with me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I've never really wanted to fuck a computer. I understand why some people would, but it's never hit for me.
Yeah, same.
Computers feel just a little, they just feel a little too angular, you know?
My dick isn't USB socket shaped.
Maybe like an old iBook.
I prefer the little red nipple on the
Everyone calls it the clit. Yeah. I don't because I'm classy. I call it the track point.
Real classy. Yeah, you're still gonna tintillate it.
I call
Titillate?
it.
Titillate.
I
Yeah.
call it the thing on my computer
Scintillating.
I never touch because it doesn't actually work well.
Well,
Wow.
if I could have any
Noel.
computer with track point, I would.
Yeah.
In
Easily.
fact, it took me a long time to even
Really?
buy a Mac.
Easily. Yeah.
I was gonna
Love
buy.
that shit.
I have it on my computer and I have never touched it once.
I was gonna buy a custom built ThinkPad from Hong Kong with new hardware in it, but it ended up just being a little bit more expensive than this, so I went with this instead because I want the track point.
Track
I
point's
used to play FPSs with a track point.
No.
I'm insane.
Wow. Okay,
What?
that's insane.
Yeah, Half-Life 2 Deathmatch on a track point is very fun.
What? Couldn't be me.
I'm an insane person. Anyway,
Jesus Christ.
So so we're getting a very clear sense that this band is anti AI.
Which is wild when you think about Ice Death. But maybe that's a conversation for some other time.
Huh?
The album art for Ice Death was made with AI.
was it?
Was it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cancel Stu
Famously.
again.
I have never
Jason Galea generated it with AI and then drew over it.
I had not heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh?
The album art for Ice Death was made with AI.
Was it?
Was it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cancel Stu
Famously.
again.
I have never
Jason Galea generated it with AI and then drew over it.
I had not heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this was really early in like the AI cycle before it was known that it was such a bad thing when people were still just fucking around.
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
I had not heard that.
yeah, it was he did it back before public opinion had completely turned on AI.
Well, public opinion is still very pro AI in a lot of the world.
Sure.
And a lot of
Artistic
unfortunately, my
community
world.
opinion, I would say.
Yeah, agreed.
But like he didn't like go out of his way to do an evil thing. Is
No.
what I'm saying.
Sure.
But
wasn't-
he did use it.
Okay. That is very interesting to know.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Anyway, AI bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bad.
and the album, the band that named their record label after the probability that AI is going to make humanity extinct, and has a song about artificial intelligence thinking that it has feelings and therefore going and destroying the world entirely by accident in search of its own death and vomit.
Yeah. So I have a lyric I want to talk about.
Mhm.
In the chorus, I go, I can tell every day I stay, all the whiteness turns to gray, all the gray to
Digital black.
No.
No, I fucked
Nope.
it.
Cimmerian.
Cimmerian.
Oh god.
Relating to the ancient Cimmerians. Not Sumerians, Cimmerians.
Wait, what does that mean?
Relating to or characteristic of the mythical Cimmerians, or the perpetual mist and darkness in which they lived.
Cool.
Oh.
A member of a mythical people living in perpetual mist and darkness near the land of the dead.
So like
That's-
organic black.
A member of an ancient nomadic people who overran Asia Minor in the 7th century BC.
So when he says all the gray to Cimmerian, he's saying everything's going to black.
Yeah, it's like a darker gray. Like a fog shrouded.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So things I've learned. I have one more lyric I want to ask you about while we're here.
Try me.
In chorus 2, I can hear a roaring silence of the murky Caligulus, I think is the word.
Colliginous. Misty, dim, obscure, dark.
So I can hear a roaring silence of the murky dark. Okay. Okay. Cool. So this song is just really about darkness and blackness. Got it.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Then I have nothing else to say. I rest my case.
I mentioned before to both of you that on Nonagon I tend to get this and Evil Death Roll mixed up, And after listening to it again, I have no fucking clue how I did that.
I have
they do not
no
sound
fucking
the same
clue.
at all.
No, they really don't. Like
So I listened to Evil Death Roll before, and then my brain would go, "Oh, Digital Black," and I'm like, "No, they're not related at all."
they don't sound very
They don't
similar.
sound the
Of
same
all
at
of
all.
the songs that sound like all of the songs that we go through on this album, that is not a pairing that really.
I don't know.
Yeah, no,
that's on me.
Yeah, that
Brain
is on
don't
you.
work.
That's right.
And so we move forward and we go to Han Tayumi, the Confused Cyborg, which is a track that is, I believe, entirely narrated.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, it's also not long. Neither of these next two tracks are long.
Yeah, these are like 2-minute tracks.
Not even for I believe Soy Protein Munt Machine.
No, it's very short.
So musically, do you know what's interesting about this song?
No. Why don't you tell me?
It's in 15/4.
Is it?
Is it really?
Ugh.
Can we say that there are 3 measures of 4/4 and one of 3/4?
I don't know if we can
Because
say
that feels a little bit easier to count to me.
It's in 15/4, which I know because I looked it up, not because I counted it myself, because I can't fucking count that.
Yeah. How do you?
I can't count as high as 15.
No.
I would count it as 3 4s and a 3.
That makes more sense to me.
Yeah. When I started crocheting, I found somebody online say, start crocheting or knitting. Ask yourself if you know how to count and be prepared for that answer to be no.
Yeah. That has been my experience with knitting.
And I think in music, counting above 4 is a fool's errand.
No, you can count up to 5.
Counting to 6 is easier than counting to 5.
I'm incredibly bad with time signatures, so I can't count at all.
It's hard.
I would even say that you can count to 7.
I'm not gonna do anything in fucking 7/4 or 7/8. That's too hard. I can't count that high.
Really?
I can't count that high.
I can count to 7. I can't count higher than 7. But I don't need to count higher than 7 because anything higher than 7 you can just subdivide. Right?
I don't
even
understand why
7
you're
you can
counting to
subdivide.
7.
These are
Yeah,
going
because that's just
over
4
my
and
head.
3.
I don't understand why you're counting to 7.
You're right. I'm thinking too hard.
You are.
Han Tayumi talks in this song about the 2 things that he wants. He wants death, and he wants to vomit.
He really doesn't even seem all that hung up on the death side of things. Like,
No.
if you let him vomit and live, I think he'd be okay with it. He really just talks about vomiting a lot.
I mean, he digs into a little bit about death. He wants to experience death, and that's it. He doesn't care the context of it. He just wants to die.
But he goes, he talks about, okay, it doesn't need to be a heroic death, although it can be. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
but he's really descriptive
yes, about
on the vomit.
puking.
Well, he does want other things. Like, there are the lyrics, I'd like my desire back. My life back, my soul back.
Okay.
Yes,
How do
I
you
know.
want your desire? If you cannot want your desire back, that is what we call having some goddamn desire.
No, I even put this down. I said, Han Tayumi is an emotionless, ostensibly immortal cyborg who is full of yearning and regret and quite the poet. He's emotionless, but full of yearning.
Yeah. Goddamn lesbians.
Listen, Han Tayumi is just full of contradictions, and that's okay.
It's so
No, I think that this is really important. I don't think that this is accidental. I think that this is the idea that if you don't understand yourself,
Yeah.
then you will fuck shit up for everyone.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Also,
As I learned in my first marriage.
damn.
That's your second wife. I have to be really sorry for you, but also, like, I'm glad you got divorced.
Yeah, I know. It's weird, isn't it?
I mean, no good marriage ends in divorce. Just gotta think of it that way.
That's probably true. You know what? I'm going to say that's not true. I think there are good marriages that can end in divorce, where everyone, like, at the end of it, shakes their hands and goes, "You're right. It's time."
But it's time because their intentionality behind the marriage is no longer good. I don't know. It's debatable.
I've never gotten divorced. I don't want to
me either.
chime in on that.
Yeah. This song does.
Of course, I've never died either, and yet I'm going to chime in on the dying.
I have vomited though.
Unfortunately, yeah. I don't see what's so great about it personally.
I love the description
So
of it.
I can explain what's good about vomit. Because like
Dude,
when I'm
please
thinking
do.
about when I want to vomit, I'm thinking that I want the perspiration and I want the nausea. I want to be sick and I want to feel the hot pinkwint nuggets.
That line gets me every time.
You want
Yeah.
to feel the chunky shrapnel?
Yeah. But I think it's time for another Giles vocabulary.
Do you not know the word piquant?
I don't know the word piquant. Why would I know the word piquant?
Because it's a normal word.
Piquant is not a...
It's not a normal word, but he can get it in
Piquant is
context.
a normal fucking word.
When would I have ever used the word piquant?
When you're talking about spicy things,
I don't talk about spicy things because I don't like spicy things.
like,
And I don't talk about things that I don't like, which is how I know that I loved this
or
album.
not necessarily spicy, but like horseradish is piquant.
I've never heard it described as that.
Really?
Yeah. Piquant is having a pleasantly sharp taste or appetizing flavor.
Wow. Yeah, I never heard of it.
Yeah.
But that,
Like
Piquant nuggets.
Piquancy. Piquancy. Yeah.
So if you make like little
It's
horseradish
like
cubes, you can
pungent.
put them on the menu as hot piquant nuggets.
yeah.
It's like the word pungent, right? It's describing a thing that will often refer to, it's often a negative, but not necessarily a negative, right? You could have a piquant cheese.
It's a specific descriptor.
Yeah.
Yeah, just never
It's
heard
a
it.
normal word.
But this song does have a lot of my favorite lyrics in it.
It's got some of my favorite images in it for
images,
sure.
yeah, for sure. Like, oh god. I mean, we get a lot more puking imagery later on, but this does really get into it. But some of my favorite bits, my pseudo mind pseudo wandered. I love that.
Yeah, that's a good line. I like that line.
And
The quasi synapses.
Yeah.
The pseudos and the quasis all over this. They're good. They're good writing.
yeah. And I climbed and I clambered and I ambled upon some understanding. That's just a really good line.
Yeah.
That feels like an Indigo Girls lyric. To me.
I mean, I just love the word ambling, and any way that you can use the word ambled upon, it makes me happy.
But you can really sense that he has done a lot of thinking on this. He's really like, I guess,
Well, he
meditated
has
on
a
it.
lot of desire.
Yeah,
And he has a lot of time.
exactly. He's
Certainly.
immortal essentially. So like,
Right.
I'm
I
sure
mean,
he's
if he can't die,
yeah. And he desires this cache of experience.
so
It's just a line. Yeah.
So he talks about wanting death. He talks about wanting to vomit. So there's obviously only one rational thing that you can do at this point.
build something out of tofu and steel to vomit and die for you.
Yeah, what else would you do? And so we move on to soy protein munt machine, which brings us back to Yael's vocabulary corner.
Munt is Australian slang for vomit.
Yep.
There we go. I didn't know that before this record. I certainly know it now, but I
I
figure
did
some
not
of you
know
may
it
not know
beforehand
that
either, but
neither.
they certainly want to hammer that home for us here. When you get past the TTS saying all of these gross things, the synths here are great. Like the music behind all of what Han Tayumi is saying fucking slaps.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
But you do kind of have
You have to get the puking in there.
to get past the text-to-speech software saying gross shit. Including at one point the word shitting. And Noelle, we've talked about this before. You have aphantasia.
Correct.
I would like to trade with you just for when I listen to this section of this album.
You don't want to see the green vomit just exploding from Han Tayumi filling oceans.
We're not there yet.
No, I don't. No, I
You
don't.
and I are different people.
Okay, so then a trade would work out in both of our favors.
So I don't have much to say about Soy Protein Munt Machine because it's like 30 seconds long.
I have one thing to note. Very specifically, he makes a human machine,
Yes.
which I think is notable in the fact that humanity is supposedly gone and dead, but he's created a machine that has humanity in it.
Yeah.
Speaking of humanity,
Tell us about Han Tayumi and its
Han Tayumi
Yep,
is just humanity spelled wrong.
exactly.
what I think normal people would call an anagram.
Yes, but I forgot that word.
And thus we return to Yael's vocabulary corner. Anagram.
We've been recording so long that I feel like I'm actually delusional at this point.
Okay, so this is a perfect time to listen to Murder of the Universe.
Honestly, yes.
Yeah, but but the soy protein munt machine, first of all, does not get a name.
No.
No,
But
it does get its own.
It does get its own text-to-speech engine, and it is also partially made of steel.
Yes.
It's steel
soy
and tofu.
protein.
And steel and tofu. Yeah.
Great. Beautiful. But as a bouncing off what you just said with his name being an anagram of humanity, as a mirror of humanity, he chases his curiosity by creating a machine for suffering.
Yeah, it does really seem like what humans do.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it's kind of that theodicy problem again, that we've heard them turn to this time and time again. It's, why is there evil in the world if God is so good? Han Taiyumi here is acting as our God, creating suffering. I mean, creating something literally just to suffer, because we all certainly think of vomiting and dying as a suffer,
It's
a
like
thing to
that
suffer.
Papa Roach lyric.
Go on.
I tear myself open just to feel.
And not only does he create this soy protein munt machine just to vomit and die, when the soy protein munt machine does not want to vomit and
Because
die,
it has feelings.
because
it's
it
a human
has feelings
device.
and desires of its very own, Han Taiyumi goes, okay, you're mine now, takes him over to experience it himself, and in that big collapse of vomit spewing everywhere, he goes, this is sex. No, that's not sex. That is you stealing somebody else's body for your own wanton destructive purposes. Han Taiyumi, you're canceled.
I mean, possession is 9/10 of the law, so.
Oh, no.
And we'll be right back.
So,
So
turns out Han Taiyumi is a villain. He's a
Han
bad
Taiyumi
guy.
is definitely a bad guy. Definitely a villain.
I don't know. I saw the cover art for Fishing for Fishies, and he's wearing the suspenders, and he's got the cool hat on.
Okay.
And I'm not
Now, that brings up an excellent point.
I love an excellent point, and I'm glad that I brought one up.
Han Taiyumi, as far as we know from where you and I are, Noel, and our listening, may not be the robot with the brain exposed that we see in Robot Stop and later on see in Fishing for Fishies. There is not a single thing about Murder of the Universe that associates the name Han Taiyumi or that character with the robot with the brain that we see in the Robot Stop music video and on the cover of the later album Fishing for Fishies. At no point in the music video for this song, for this suite, at no point is Han Taiyumi actually shown to us.
Exactly.
Which is so fucked up.
And so I gotta know, when is that connection made explicit? When are we going to get the point where we find out that Han Taiyumi is the robot with the brain? Or is that something that the fans ran with that ended up sort of just being true by default? Because I'm pretty sure that it has been explicitly confirmed that this character is one and the same. But to a listener in 2017, would they have immediately recognized after they got this album for the first time that Han Taiyumi looked like that robot from Robot Stop's music video? I don't know.
I don't think so.
That's an interesting point. But again, we are tying back to Nonagon, which is cool.
Right. It makes sense that it would be, given all the connections that we have.
Yeah.
I just don't know if that connection is immediately obvious. And if I hadn't seen all of this art of Han Taiyumi, because Giz fans are all about that shit, I don't know that I would have made that connection. Just because they're both robots? I mean, they're both cyborgs, I guess.
I guess.
But like the robot... the cyborg in the Robot Stop music video is more closely associated with Stu than anything else.
That is true.
Yeah, it's true.
And other than a general love for the imagery of vomit, Han Taiyumi is not an obvious stand-in for Stu himself.
No. You've already alluded to some of the lyrics from it, so let's move forward to Vomit Coffin. Now, Vomit Coffin, I took some notes on right away, and then I appended those notes. I started by going, I don't like a lot of this imagery, and I don't know how much I'll be revisiting this album, TBH. Psych! I love this!
At first blush, Vomit Coffin is disgusting and you don't want to listen to it. However,
it did not hit me right that first time at all.
when you get into it, it's like, oh, yeah, this fucking rocks.
Yeah, I found myself just like nodding my head and going, I don't feel blessed with this vomit in my chest. Like I love that so much, and it's robotic, but it's beautiful, and it moves, and it's fun.
I don't mind Vomit Coffin itself. I have a lot more issues with Murder of the Universe and Soy Protein Munt Machine as far as the imagery and what makes me just feel a little gross inside.
Vomit Coffin explicitly has people retching and coughing at the end of certain verses, which I think is just great.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's when he gets really descriptive about the vomit that really bothers me.
Yeah,
and
that's fair.
There's less of that in Vomit Coffin than there is when he's describing the textures. And it's the describing the textures that bothers me.
Especially for someone who has a very descriptive, like, imaginative mind.
Yeah,
You just
and that's
see it.
I picture things easily, and that makes me unhappy.
When we get to picturing things easily, there's a line where Hantayumi is talking about. We already talked about how Hantayumi eventually takes over the Soy Protein Munt Machine. And so we get the lyric, so I took over my creation, the spew-coated protein. And I just love that lyric. Just the image of this giant block of protein just covered in vomit. It's so good.
Well,
So you can picture things.
I can't picture things, but I can picture things. Like, I'm not seeing the visual. Like, I have an idea. If I can articulate it, I have an idea.
yeah.
I do not understand aphantasia.
That's okay. I don't understand color blindness.
You know what? Point taken. Point fucking taken.
There's some really fast guitar runs in this song that are cool as fucking hell.
There's so after that part, I took over my machine. There is a guitar lick in this that is just exquisite, and it's the only time you ever hear it, I think, in any Giz at all. It's like it almost sounds. How do you explain it? It's light. It's on top of everything else.
Towards the end of the song?
Yeah.
I do kind of think that we hear that in another Giz album.
Do you?
In one specific Giz album.
Oh, is it a reference that I missed?
It feels a lot like Eyes Like the Sky to me.
Oh, fuck.
Did you also get that?
I did.
I am so glad that you also got that, Noel,
go back.
because
It's a little bit surfy.
it's a little bit
That's
surfy,
surfy,
like
that's
some
it,
of
that's the word I'm
some of
looking
their
for.
early garage rock stuff, but not just surfy. I don't know. It felt very Eyes Like the Sky to me, and I had very little I could say to back that up. And I even wrote in my notes, am I the only one to make this connection?
No.
Because I did not do as much searching for like other people's thoughts about these illusions as I probably could have.
Neither did I. I'm like, I
But
haven't seen
I
anybody
am
else draw
so
that connection.
glad that you also got the Eyes Like the Sky from it. And I'm so glad that you, Sable, like pointed out that guitar.
I love that bit. It
Go
just
back
sounds
and listen
so
to
good.
Eyes Like the Sky again if you haven't listened to it lately.
I gotta.
It's also a narrated album, which makes the connection, I guess,
Stronger,
itself.
Yeah.
Although it sounds obviously nothing like one another.
Yeah.
Including in the way that the narration sounds over the music. But yeah, the guitar was very Eyes Like the Sky. It had that spaghetti western sound that we associated with the Western album.
Yeah. And so there's a bunch of power chords again. There's a bunch of metal again. Like it blows up again. It's just cool, fun, big song. I would call this maybe the second catchiest song on the record.
Oh yeah.
Like it's constantly in my head. I'm constantly singing it. It's a pure delight.
Which is weird because you actually have not been singing it that much around the apartment.
I have tried not to because I know that you don't like the vomit imagery that much.
This one's better than Murder of the Universe or Soy Protein Munt Machine.
Do we want to talk about Murder of the Universe?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, yeah, it's part of the album. We have to talk about it.
I'll say one last thing about Vomit Coffin.
Yeah.
I think, and you two will get to this when you get to that episode, but I think this might be the genesis of the work we hear on Infest the Rat's Nest.
Oh, interesting.
So
That makes me so excited.
I did notice some other connections with Murder of the Universe. For one, they use the lyric "castles crumble," and I'm led to believe there's a song on Polygon Land called "The Crumbling Castle."
I have not heard about that at all.
And one of the late lyrics in Murder of the Universe is the cosmic microtone background, not microwave background, which is the scientific concept, but microtone background.
I noticed that.
So that one's pretty ham-fisted. I gotta say, that one's a little bit in your face. Like, hey, yeah, we gotta connect it to microtonal banana too. We haven't found a connection to banana yet, and we would like to. So let's do that one.
I will say, up until this last listen through, again back to my auditory processing issues. This song, the lyrics do get muddled into the instrumentation pretty heavily, especially near the end. So a lot of this I just never heard. Like,
Sure.
It just turned to gibberish. It was just noise at that point, which is fine. I like the sound of it, but I didn't know exactly what he was talking about until the very end when he says "Murder of the Universe" at the very end. So I just knew, like, he's puking, something is happening, the universe is dead. Okay. So going back to listen to it and actually reading the lyrics along with it, it's like, oh, there's so much more here. There's much more character to it.
This is a song where the lyrics really do stand out.
Yes.
Yep.
Once you know them, it's like, ooh.
Yeah, once you're like, to open the song, we get the spatter becomes a spray, the spray becomes a stream, and the stream becomes a waterfall. Munt is finally cascading from my input.
Yeah, this is...
And it gets
this
more
is,
visual from
yeah,
there.
this is where I struggle, I'll admit. And you know what? Stu, this is now the third time that you've written about Vomit across your 10 albums. Because Hot Water also talks about vomit, and People Vultures talks about spewing down, and I just gotta say, I hope that this obsession comes to an end at some point.
I hope it does not.
I hope that your nausea problem gets fixed and you're able to, like, live a
peace.
normal life and have peace.
I think
Because
he
you
enjoys
should
it.
not be thinking about vomit this much.
He enjoys it, clearly.
Clearly.
This is his thing.
It's part of humanity.
It's
not just part of humanity. It's emblematic of humanity. And like some ancient geyser, I erupt.
I don't want to yuck Stu's yuck.
So, anything more to say about this suite?
Puke fills the entire universe and everybody dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or do they die? Is it really a murder, or is it a transformation of the universe?
I guess we'll find out in the future Gizverse.
So what have you been listening to this week?
I've been listening to mostly just Tom Waits because
Fucking, of course you have.
I like Tom Waits.
Yeah, because you're a fucking nerd.
Yeah, go listen to Tom Waits. He's great.
How old are you again?
32.
That's not old enough.
Tom Waits is great. Fuck off.
Uh-huh.
You like Tom Waits too.
Tell me the appeal.
Good songwriter?
But vocally.
Yeah, he's a better singer than people give him credit for.
Okay.
Gravelly doesn't mean bad.
No, gravelly doesn't mean bad, but like I'm not a huge Tom Waits person.
I thought you
I've
were all
heard
right with
some
Tom
of his
Waits.
stuff, but like I don't think I could name a single track.
Okay. Well, Tom Waits is good. Listen to Tom Waits.
Okay. He did that one song about Christmas, right?
Yeah, Christmas Card from a Hooker in Minneapolis. Great song.
Okay, yes. So I've heard one Tom Waits song that I can name.
Okay, great song. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Listen to Tom Waits.
Where? Where should we start?
Well, Rain Dogs would be a great choice. Small Change is, I think, a phenomenal album.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd start with Small Change.
Okay. How about you, Sable? What have you been listening to this week?
I listen to a lot of different genres. Lately, I've been on a huge Ultravox hit. I don't know.
Tell me about
Ultravox. Ultravox is it's neo-romanticism, 80s rock.
Okay.
It's very good. A lot of it's very somber and sad, but it's fantastic. I really enjoy it. But I mostly listen to a lot of 80s rock, pop, and synth stuff. That's my jam.
Okay.
But because I was re-listening to Murder of the Universe, I was listening to a lot of prog rock too. I went back and listened to some Rainbow, some Planet P Project, or really early work because that's more proggy. A lot of sci-fi elements in that really tie into this. Listened to a little bit of Dio, and
I fucking love
from
Dio.
this, Dio's so good. And I always go back to this, and it tied in a little bit. Songs from Giorgio Moroder's version of Metropolis.
Okay.
Because in the 80s, he bought the rights to Metropolis, and he did an entirely 80s rock and pop version of it.
Hell
I
yeah.
did not know about this.
Hell yeah.
There's music on it from acts you know and love, but you've never heard before.
Okay.
Like my
As
favorite.
if I know and love anything from before I was born.
There's a track by Billy Squier on it called "On Your Own" that I particularly enjoy.
Okay.
Sweet.
But again, it's just harkening back to robots.
Yeah.
Love
Everything's-
robots.
Everything's robots.
Great Rex.
Although I do think that robots should be stopped.
Nah.
Noel?
What have I been listening to this week? I've listened to a few things this week, but I think most notably was I picked up on vinyl Blood Incantation's Time Wave Zero, which is their ambient album. And it is exactly what you would expect. It is an ambient record. Like, I don't know how to describe it besides to say it's good vibes for like 40 minutes. And it plays great on vinyl. It's a beautiful little record. The other thing I've been listening to is Violet Pony. I listened to Violet Pony's 2024 record. I don't remember what it's called.
Monarch of Monsters.
Monarch of Monsters. And that is a cool fucking record. It's a prog rock epic
Oh,
filtered through the gaze of hyperpop.
no way.
Yeah, no, it fucking rocks. Violet Pony is a young trans musician out of Portland who most of her albums take place in the world of My Little Pony,
Hell yeah.
which is not something that I personally have a strong connection to.
I have a lot of
No.
history with MLP.
But
That doesn't surprise me.
not that it bothers me. I just don't have those references personally. But she makes some very interesting music, and that album jumps from idea to idea so
quickly.
much. So if you like chaotic music that does many things,
It's a great
do.
record for that.
yeah, it's so good. And it's not so chaotic that you can't ever get one idea. You can get the idea and then it moves on once you've gotten the idea.
I do have a recommendation bouncing off of that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
If you like that, you should listen to Mr. Bungle's California.
Oh,
Okay.
Mr. Bungle's good.
California is
I don't
Probably-
know that specific release, but
it's my favorite album of all time.
Hell yeah.
is it?
It is.
I'll definitely
it
have
is.
to check that out.
It sounds nothing like Mr. Bungle.
Okay.
Well, kind of. It's still as like insane and chaotic as Mr. Bungle is, except they genre mash so much and they do it flawlessly.
Cool.
Every song is like 5 different genres all hit together, and it's just key change after key change, genre after genre, and it's a concept album too.
Sure.
And it's very AI and like not really AI, but like gray goo, like corruption sort of feelings through it all.
Sure.
The genres, as listed by Wikipedia, are doo-wop, noise music, noise rock, and experimental pop.
Fantastic.
I would add rockabilly, psychobilly, prog rock, and a bunch of other genres
yeah.
on top of that. There's so much.
Love
in
it.
it.
But does it have any lyrics as good as Nebula's pregnant with barf, pulsate and burst?
Next week, we're going to be listening to sketches of Brunswick East,
Featuring,
featuring Mild High Club.
and we will see you in 2 weeks.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.